No Dean, he is sick. He might be in the chat room, though, he said. And Greg is stuck at work.
Yeah, it was alright.
It's not bad. It's only two of us. I would hope it's decent. Welcome, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 110. Pretty big one tonight. We got the second annual Level Up Bowl coming on later on in the show.
Woo!
Probably around 11:15 or so is where you're going to especially want to be here. If you guys don't know, Level Up Bowl, we started last year, and it's a bracketed tournament. Last year we did the greatest game of all time. This year we're doing greatest gaming protagonist of all time. So we got 32 players in that tournament that we're going to go through.
I was not happy.
Last year was pretty crazy. I was watching it back, and one specific part I remember is Journey being beat out by Okami. So that was depressing. Thank you, Repeat Games, for the follow. I really appreciate it. Everybody else, of course, you can follow us. The Level Up Show is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you like what we're doing at any point, hit that heart button live from PlayStation like Repeat Games just did, and we will, of course, shout you out. We're also on Twitter, on YouTube, at the Level Up Show, level spelled LVL. It's all there on the sign.
Yeah.
Follow all those different channels. Subscribe, because we do have some exclusive content on our YouTube. Dean, Greg, who they're not here right now, but they do a comic book superhero show on YouTube every Saturday. It's called Power Up. And also another really cool thing is if you are a patron, which is the best way to support our network, you get early access to that show.
So $1 a month.
Yes.
If you want, you can do more.
Of course.
But minimum of $1 a month to support the show, and you will get early access to the Power Up.
That is patreon.com/the Level Up Network. And another thing to point out is that we have a milestone. It is $100. And if we get there, we will do another lip sync battle tournament.
Yeah.
Our first one was during Extra Life, where we raised over $10,000. We had a really cool tournament during that. Ton of fun. It's all on our YouTube.
That was probably one of the most entertaining things we've ever done.
I think so. I think that's why I want to do it again.
Yeah.
I really would love to get to $100 so that we can do another one of those tournaments. Probably the next time Greg is down.
As long as you don't molest any animals again.
Well, that's what won that for me, I think.
Yeah.
So I'll do whatever it takes. No shame at all about that.
You're talking to the guy that went in a full dress and a wig.
True. That's true. Although that's not on our YouTube. That got
I
blocked.
know. It sucks.
It got blocked. That
Is it
one
somewhere still?
Yeah, it's on our Twitch archive.
Is it? Okay.
In the highlights, I don't think it got muted on Twitch. I think it's actually still available on Twitch.
If it's not muted on Twitch, we should probably find a way to get that out there again. We could probably try again because now we're under the MCP.
Maybe. Might be able to try it. Either way, when Twitch starts doing the on-demand archive stuff where you have
amazing
reruns, I'll definitely put that into a playlist and people will be able to see it then. So that's our whole spiel.
Yeah.
You guys can check out all those different channels. We have 30 people in the room now. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I'm one of your co-hosts, Andrew Midori, and I am joined tonight by the classy douchebag, Mike McLaughlin. As I said, Dean and Greg are not here, but hopefully Greg will join very late in the show, and my brother actually is stopping by in a little bit to fill in for Dean, just so we have a little bit more of a cast tonight. How you doing? What's going on with you this week? I know you play a lot of games.
Yeah, it's been a
did you play?
long week. So I finished. I went through Murdered Soul Suspect.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah,
I bought that. It was pretty good. For $7.50, I wasn't bummed with it.
Yeah.
There were some redeeming parts of it. There was obviously some big errors, which is why I didn't always do that well. But I had fun playing through that. I did most of First Light. I went through the story. I actually only have, I think, 2 more trophies to get.
That's the one I was thinking of playing tonight. Okay. After the show, just pulling an all-nighter.
Yeah, and if you do it, it's not gonna. It wouldn't take you too long to do. There's a couple things that would be really annoying. You have to really grind at the end to get all the special abilities. So that's actually that's what's taking me a while. And there's one thing I have to do. I can't remember what. Doing all the challenges, and there's a lot. There's I think over 100.
Okay.
And some of them are really easy to just pop like that.
Yeah.
The other ones are really pain in the ass. But yeah, so I did that. But then Friday was kind of our kind of sneak attack. And you'll hear about tomorrow or whenever they put up the weekly recap from Dean, I'm sure. But we've had this plan for a little while where I just went over to Dean's house on Friday afternoon around 2:00, and we just went through every easy PS3 game that we could.
Okay, cool.
We just went through a shit ton of
stuff. What did you play?
God, I can't remember.
That's what Greg was wondering, because he said either Mike just bought a lot of games or Dean let him borrow a bunch of his games.
Yeah, I went over his house and I played. The worst one was Goosebumps, man. You want to talk about one of the worst licensed movie games ever? They went the easiest way out, and not only did they make a click and point adventure game on a console, which I'm talking like cursor on the screen that you're moving around.
Yeah.
It was so nonsensical and lazy that I was just like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Like, there was so many things you had to do in order to do it right. Like, if you didn't follow a guide, there was no way in hell you'd ever platinum this game.
Right.
So I did that and a bunch of other, like, really
dumb ones.
Easy stuff. I did Skyscrapers.
Yeah, that's so dumb and so easy.
It was so dumb. It was easy. Some parts were a little frustrating at the beginning, but then you kind of got in the groove of it, and you're like, all right, fuck these guys, and you're good.
Yeah.
So I did that. But I did a bunch of stuff like that, and then I did, I went home, I did a little bit more of First Light, and then I'm just about to start episode 5 of Walking Dead.
Cool. I played Firewatch. Went through the entire thing of Firewatch, which was good, but definitely better in the first half than the second half.
Oh, really?
It kind of like any thriller suspense thing, right? Every single one of them, the setup is usually better than the payoff, right? Usually that's the way it works with movies, and Firewatch is structured very much like a movie. It's like first act, second act, third act, and it starts off with establishing a relationship. Really, is the crux of the game. You're playing as Henry, and at the very beginning, I'm not going to go into too much spoilers here, but they establish the relationship that he has with his wife. Right. You find out how he meets her at the beginning, and you also find out, this isn't really a spoiler to say, you find out in the first 5 minutes that his wife has early onset Alzheimer's. She has dementia.
Oh, okay. Is that the one that's talking to him on the radio?
No. Okay. That's the thing. Is like, so what happens is him going to take this job as, I don't even know what to call it, as a Firewatch. It's more of like an escape for him. He's running away from his responsibilities. His wife is dead, but not really. She's not there anymore, but she's still alive.
Right.
So it's depressing. This guy's, he got to make a choice of what he wants to do with his life. And he meets Delilah, of course, the woman on the radio, and you never see her, but they form a relationship, and you can see Delilah is starting to become a little bit invested in him, and you have to choose, of course, how you feel about her and how you're going to handle the situation. And then on top of that, beside that, I would call the B story, is a conspiracy thing that's going on. Like maybe somebody's messing with you. I don't even want to go into that. But the crux of the game for me was the relationship between Henry and Delilah. And in the end, it's not really about that as much as I wanted it to be. And it doesn't really give a lot of closure on certain aspects, intentionally so. I know what they were doing. I understand what they were doing, but it's very unsatisfying.
Okay.
Is all I'm going to say. That being said,
that's disappointing.
Totally worth playing.
Yeah.
Really cool game. Tries a lot of different things. Tries to do a new thing in storytelling. I like all of that. I just feel like they failed a little bit on the writing aspect in the last act.
Okay. This is not something that would get a sequel, right?
No.
Okay.
100% no. This is a one-time thing. I understand what they were going for. I would have done it a little differently personally. Otherwise, I played Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I went through the main story, and
as Greg said,
I knew how to run, which helped for sure. And if I didn't, I can totally understand how this would be one of the most frustrating games, because it's a walking simulator, and literally walking simulator. You're not even doing a power walk here. You are walking slow. And getting trophies especially, I would have given up immediately on that game. It's like, this isn't worth it. Right. Honestly, I'm still not sure it was worth it. I got like 50% of the trophies, but it felt like it took forever to get those.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Honestly, the reason I stuck with it was because I was enjoying it. I thought it was pretty cool what the game was trying to do. You're going through this world where everybody's disappeared. No, not charming. That's definitely not the word for it. It's somber. It's very somber. Okay. And you're seeing the remnants of all these different people's lives, and one specifically, his name's Steven, and it's his relationship with Kate and also Lizzie in this town, and they're the ones trying to figure out what's going on here, like why are people disappearing. And in the end, it's not so much about that as it's about his relationship with Kate, with Lizzie, and about accepting what's happening, accepting that everybody's gone and that I'm going to leave as well. I don't want to say, actually, I was going to say something. I'm not going to say. It's an interesting game. Another one where it's like, it's not a game everybody's going to like or even love, or it's definitely a polarizing game, I would imagine. But that being said, if you are into walking simulators, if you're into a game that is holding your hand through a story for the most part, it tells a pretty cool story, and it's absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful game. Even Kristen was like, this is really, really pretty. Like at one part, like the sun is setting and it's purple skies, and she's like, oh my god, this is so pretty. And it is. It really is a beautiful game.
Speaking of Kristen, I remember when you played Walking Dead Season 2, and Kristen watched in the first episode with the dog.
Yes.
And apparently she got really upset.
Yeah.
No, fuck that dog.
Well, yeah, I think the dog might do different things depending on how you handle the situation, but it also bit me, if I remember right.
Like, I gave it food.
Yes, and then it bites you, right?
Right.
Yeah. That being said, like, I've talked about this before, I have an issue with killing animals in games.
Right.
Just in general. It doesn't matter what that animal has done. For the most part, I have an issue with killing animals. So, I don't know, it just makes me feel, like, I don't know what the word is.
I mean, it was uncomfortable. Anything with animals or kids, to me, are off limits.
Yeah.
You know, not off limits, but it's just
yeah,
like,
you gotta handle it right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like they did, but just fuck that dog.
No, I agree. They didn't do anything wrong. I have no problem with what they did. It was just, it probably affected me the way they wanted it to affect me.
Right.
You know?
You just felt dirty.
Yeah, I felt dirty. And that's probably what they intended, so that's fine.
But I just finished up with Carver.
Carver, okay.
Right? Is that season?
That's season 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on season 2.
Episode 4 or episode 5?
I think that's earlier than that. Right, I thought that was like episode 3.
So
yeah.
it's episode 3, so I have 2 more to go then. Okay.
Now, spoilers for Walking Dead season 2. Did you get to the crowbar part?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you have Clementine watch?
No.
Okay, I didn't either.
And you know what? I have a screenshot of my choices, and I forgot. I was going to upload it, and I forgot about it. But
okay, because I didn't either, and like I think Greg and Dean were both like, really? Like I totally like, and I was like, I get that Clementine, you're supposed to like kind of be hardening her,
right?
Like you're supposed to be like, this is the world you live in now. But there's a line, like she didn't. There was no reason for her to watch that.
I said that it was like we don't have time for this, which meant like he's going to do what he's going to do. We need to do what we need to do. You know, like basically her accepting it was my choice.
She knew what was going on, but I didn't feel like there was a reason for her to watch a guy's head be beaten in.
Right.
Like I just feel like that was unnecessary.
Right. So I didn't do that either. But I was surprised how many people like I took acceptance for the walkie-talkie, and I was surprised how many people didn't choose that.
I forget that.
I was like 30. I was only in like the 32% of people that chose that.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, what fucking cheap little pussy liars we have living in this world. Like, it was really surprising. So some of the stats
Rick says, I totally had Clem watch. Hell, I wanted to see him die. So that's the thing is, I get that. I can understand you wanting to see that happen just for the violence or whatever, but I really was trying to play it in the mindset
I'm playing it for her.
Yeah, for her.
I mean, I don't know about you, but like every time, like when I saw Kenny, I hugged him. When I saw Luke, I hugged him.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Like, I'm like, I wouldn't personally do this, but I'm playing her character.
Exactly, and that's going back to like Life is Strange, for instance. So again, some spoilers for Life is Strange. At the end, you have a decision to make, and a lot of people, not a lot of people, I should say, some people are getting on me for the choice that I made.
Oh, I still think you're fucked.
Because, but I really was trying to put myself in the mind of Max in that ending. And like what she would have done in that situation. And I honestly feel like I did what she would have done. But I guess some people disagree with that. But that's
killed babies.
That's always my rationale.
You have a problem with killing animals and kids?
No,
I did it.
I didn't. I saved the town.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, okay. I thought it was... Oh, no, that's right. That was Dean.
Yeah, Dean and Greg went with that.
You and me are on the same level. I forgot.
I don't want to spoil too much, but yes, I made that decision.
Okay, right.
I felt like that's what Max would have done.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if it was what you... It's what was right. I don't give a fuck at that point. It was what was right.
Can we call in and talk to the guys? Not just yet, Callie Berry. We will open up the Skype lines for a segment later on. We're just doing what you've been playing right now. What else did I play this week? I played Skyscrapers like you. Terrible, terrible game.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, compared to what I played that day, that was one of the best.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, there was some.
Wow,
some shit.
You guys went.
Yeah, we went hardcore.
Wow,
there was some shit that we had to play.
You guys really you stretched that line, I guess.
Yeah.
Of what's okay to play.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you. Oh man, there was. I cannot describe in words some of the shit. Like Goosebumps was awful.
Yeah.
Like awful. And some of the other stuff was bad too.
Honestly, so far I've been trying to stick mostly to stuff that I'm okay playing. The only thing so far that I haven't, I think Skyscrapers is the only one so far where I was like, I would never have played this.
I gave up that mindset because what I want to play is Diablo and Call of Duty and all these other games I want to have fun with. Like Murder Soul, that's why Murder Soul Suspect wasn't that bad because I actually enjoyed playing through that game.
Yeah.
I've been picking up Dying Light back and forth, and I got a couple trophies on that too.
Yeah, Brad says Sly Cooper. I agree. Sly Cooper is easy as far as difficulty goes. Like it's not.
I don't know what the trophies
I feel like it's kind of time consuming though. I don't know. I might get to that eventually.
So are Telltale games, especially for the beginning.
I mean, Telltale. I finished season 1 of The Walking Dead on Vita in I would say probably 8 hours.
Yeah, but there's no platinum for that anymore. So
season 1 there's a platinum.
No, there's not. They took it away.
Oh, they took it away. Well, on Vita I got a platinum for it, so that's why I did it.
Yeah.
I know they took it away from season 2.
Oh no, maybe it's season. No, I thought they took it away from season 1.
Well, I know that I got a platinum on the Vita.
All right, so maybe I had to look at that again.
Yeah, I know Season 2 got rid of the platinum.
Did?
Yeah, when it comes to the full set that came on disc, they got rid of the platinum. I don't know why. I think that's bullshit, but...
That's weird. I thought it was Season 1 that they got rid of it.
No, because, I played Season 2 as well. I have it 100%, but I don't have the platinum in it. It's really annoying.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I might stop playing that then.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were playing it, to be honest with you.
I thought it was Season 1. Yeah, because that's the other thing, is I'm trying to figure out what the balance is of time investment versus reward.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's a tricky situation there. All right, I thought Anthony would be here by now. Where's my phone at?
Yeah, I was guessing he was watching Walking Dead and stuff.
He was watching Walking Dead, exactly. And I thought he'd be here by now, but he's not. So we'll get into the Level Up Show Has No Game, and hopefully he'll pop up in the meantime. Guys, Level Up Show Has No Game is 3 non-gaming topics, 2 minutes each. This is our only non-gaming portion of the show.
Sure.
Lies.
Let's go with that.
Lies. All right, let's get into it. It froze.
Womp.
There it goes. We're good. All right, first up. So, Deadpool 2 has already been greenlit, and understandably so.
See the numbers this morning?
Yes, 40-something million in one
100,
day. Well, that they're predicting the weekend, but they don't have it totals yet, right?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they do it.
I think they're predicting 110, right? Is that what they're saying?
I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah, which would be phenomenal.
But Deadpool 2, man, and I'm seeing it tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. So I don't know any of it yet, but I know, I've been told the after credit scene pretty much sets up what the sequel is going to be.
The budget for this movie was only $58 million, and they've already, from what I'm reading, had a bigger opening weekend than any of the X-Men movies.
Yes.
That's phenomenal.
Well, no, that I don't know.
I think the biggest opening weekend for an X-Men movie was $102 million, and supposedly
$135 million weekend.
That's beating any X-Men movie then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. They must be so happy. This is an R-rated movie. This is the biggest February opening, the biggest R-rated opening.
Yeah. So here's the funny thing: is that Fox has been trying to kill this movie, and not kill it, but they just kept denying that it was going to be worth it, and no one's going to go to see this movie, and it's going to be crap, and it's going to be awful, and it's not going to be worth the investment. And I mean, if you've seen any of the behind-the-scenes stuff, Ryan Reynolds was part of the crew. There's 4 of them that were working on the script and getting all the stuff, and they magically, someone somehow magically leaked the script online. Oops. And then the demo material, obviously, we all know leaked, and that's what really pushed Fox to make it. And Fox even cut, I think, so many million out of the budget. They cut, $7 million out of the budget.
Yeah, up until the very end, I think that they still were not sure this was going to be a success. I'm surprised that they didn't do it, because the marketing on the movie, as we can see in this trailer here, was
phenomenal.
Yes, some of the best marketing I've seen on a movie. They knew exactly what to do, how to handle this kind of picture, the comedy, the raunchiness, the spoof nature of it with the Valentine's Day promotions.
I just hope that over anything else, Fox and other companies are starting to realize the fans know what they want.
Yeah.
Let's give that to them instead of giving this slop of Fantastic Four.
Right. So that's great news. Hopefully you get more movies like that. Next up, sticking with movies, did you hear that Saul is going to make a return?
Yeah, I can't... Who's directing it? I saw it the other day and I can't remember.
Oh, did they find out a director?
Yeah, they picked
It's not
director
James
too.
Wan, right?
No, it's not. It's somebody new, and it's going to bug me out because I literally just read the story 2 days ago.
Now, this one's going to be called Saul Legacy. I'm not sure entirely if they're going to be rebooting the franchise or continuing. At this point, I think they should reboot it. Because it's after 7 Saul episodes, if you want to call it that, in the original, the whole Jigsaw thing was just so
random, obscure, and convoluted. And
it was so bad.
So dumb. But, I mean, what sucks is the original one... I'm not a big fan of horror movies, and I'm really not a big fan of over-the-top gore in horror movies. That's not what I like, if I do like one. And this was all about the gore. It was all about, going and pushing the limit and everything like that. And that's good. Just walk right in front of the camera. You're good on that. But I liked it a lot. And, like you said, they kind of ruined it with the other ones. But I have no idea.
So bad.
The title of Legacy makes me wonder if they're going to go with, a child that grew up knowing this stuff and is, more of a psychopathic, brought up to be a serial killer.
Let's get your opinion real quick, Anthony. What do you think of them rebooting Saul, finally?
They're rebooting?
Yeah, they're going to call it Saul Legacy, and we don't know yet if it's technically a reboot or if they're actually continuing with sequels.
Those movies were so convoluted
by the end. Yeah,
it's just like
that was the last time I watched Saul. It was
and
Halloween. Remember, we were over Kyle's house and we were watching
awful.
the final one, the one that came out in 3D.
I haven't seen
the 3D one.
Holy
awful.
shit! Was it bad?
Just like amateur.
I think the last one I saw was the third one. That was it.
Yeah, I feel like 1 and 2. 1's okay, good, maybe even.
1
2 is okay.
2 is okay.
3 okay,
and that's when
4
you start
on.
to push it. Was it?
Yeah.
Which one was the one where they're like in a house together?
That's 2.
The second one, yeah.
That's the one I actually liked the least. The third one's actually one I liked a little bit
That's
more.
the one with the guy from Bravehearts.
Yes.
Yeah. That's that one.
Regardless, they're all bad.
They're all bad, yes. And finally, this is good news. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child will become the 8th novel in the series officially.
So happy.
Now, if you guys don't know, this is actually a playwright.
Yes.
Is what the Cursed Child is.
I think we actually reported the news where they casted the black actress as Hermione.
But now they are actually turning it into a novelization, like a true novel. The question is J.K. Rowling fully doing this, or is she having some people help her with this?
I don't know, and I don't know if I care.
No.
The problem, and you gotta remember, think of it this way. You know how when a material, whatever it is, a creative material, gains success and it goes to the creator's head and they start going over the top. I mean, Star Wars, for example, comes to mind first off. The fan fiction is a lot of time ends up being better than the last few pieces that they put out from the original creator.
Right.
So like I said, Star Wars is the perfect example of that. The fan fiction stuff, from what I understand, is way better than anything that Spielberg put out, for the prequel trilogy. So I have no problem with it if it is. I'm really excited for it. I've seen some stuff for it.
Bogey's going nuts up there.
Yeah, he is.
These are
Bogey. It's all right, man. No, so I want to return to the not
Return
Fantastic Beasts. I don't want. I'm excited for that, but I would like a return to the Harry Potter universe. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, I want Hogwarts back. And this is a novel, first of all, so this isn't a movie. Maybe they'll turn it into a movie eventually. But if they could find a way to have Harry's children or son and maybe Hermione's children and have them all come back together for a new Harry Potter movie series, I would totally
Harry
be on
and
board
Hermione
with that.
have an affair and be what they were supposed to be from the get-go.
Greg.
No, I actually wouldn't. That would be cool, but I also would like...
What, the affair?
No.
Just the movie series again, yeah.
Oh, New 50 Shades of Grey! There you go.
I wouldn't mind seeing even like prequel movies made, like the beginning of like Hogwarts, go back to the start, even before like Dumbledore and stuff.
Yeah. No, I would be good with that.
The story with Dumbledore leading up to like him and with, what's his name? What's the wizard that he had, that he was together?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, they had... Of course,
they spoke of
it. It was implied that Dumbledore was gay, and they could go into that. But they could go into the first battle with Voldemort. They could go into the Peveril brothers and the finding of the Deathly Hallows. Like, there's so many cool things they could do.
Or you could even do just somebody that works for the Ministry of Magic and goes undercover to find out the whole thing of Voldemort. Kind of,
there's a lot of directions.
So many different directions that you can go. With
Definitely.
Where are all the comments?
They're non-existent. No one's talking.
I'm not putting them on the screen.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while.
Yeah,
really?
You got some catching up to do. But
I thought you were going to bring your laptop.
Why do you not? Yeah, this is annoying. I can't see.
All right, I'll put them up on the
laptop?
screen. I'll put them up on the screen. Hold on.
Man, this is going to be a very poorly looking show.
Well, it'll look fine.
Oh no, you probably can record the network side.
I have the network side streaming.
Okay, so you can just use that.
That's what I'm going to use.
No, not to like segue too much and spoil anything. No spoilers, but the Walking Dead premiere, man. Good shit.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I heard it
was good. Yeah,
we're kind of a return to form. They kind of like trimmed a lot of the.
Well, I know the beginning of the series, everybody said was like really rough.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna shut off.
Like all over the place.
This newest season, this is like the
I'm not caught up, so I don't know.
Yeah, this is like the halfway point. They're finishing season 6.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It lost me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really care too much, but this looked good. Good setup to this remainder of the season. So,
Did you see Deadpool yet?
Well, you see that Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. You're going with him.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
No, I'm going tomorrow morning.
Okay. Nice.
But I heard it's
Yeah. Glickman was saying it was pretty good. He was saying it was one of his favorite Marvel movies. So
I was gonna go up and see it with him on Monday, but I had some stuff come up and he didn't even get in early anyway.
Yeah, if you want to go up soon, let me know.
Yeah,
I'm down. I hate going there alone, honestly, because it's
it's a pain in the ass.
It's not only that it's a pain in the ass. I'm like geographically special and new to like.
Oh, see, like I've done it so many times,
stuff.
I know exactly where I'm going with everything at this point.
It gets my anxiety pumping.
Well, I mean, especially in Manhattan. It's like it can be overwhelming a little bit. So but I get it.
Got 46 people in the room. Thank you for joining us, everybody. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Please, if you like what we're doing at any point, hit that heart button live from PlayStation in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. We did get one follow tonight so far. I think it was Remy Games.
Nice.
Yeah,
Remy Games, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, Puck. It kind of went under the radar. I ran into a few people today, and they asked the same thing. They were like, Walking Dead's on tonight? They're like, what a terrible time to put that show back on. It's Valentine's Day.
I don't know.
There's a lot of people that
at
are
this
like,
time of night,
we're
do you
not
feel
going
like people
out.
are out?
We're going to get. Yeah, there are a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know. There's work tomorrow and shit. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't think people would be still like out right now for Valentine's Day.
Chef Girl, if I missed Game of Thrones, I would be pissed.
No, yeah, Game of Thrones isn't until early April, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the
teaser.
The preview for the teaser for what's it called Silicon Valley?
No, I haven't.
But
I know the teaser for Game of Thrones came out tonight.
Oh, did it? I haven't seen that.
I haven't watched
Silicon
it
Valley
yet.
one came out like a week ago, maybe not even like a few days ago.
Okay.
I mean, it's looking just as good as it was last season.
I still haven't watched the first season, so.
Oh, that's right. You and Dean.
I watched a few episodes, but I never went through the whole
It
thing.
was.
Yeah.
Chris and I right now we're doing Base Motel, and a few.
You're
other-
doing Bates Motel over fucking
Silicon
Silicon
Valley.
Valley.
Yeah,
You
just
guys got
because
your priorities.
we've been watching Base Motel since the beginning so far, and
Yeah,
the
right.
third season just came on the Netflix, so we're watching that. We're watching OJ's People versus OJ, which
How
is
is that?
really good so far.
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of it today because mom and dad were catching up on it, and
Mm-hmm.
David Schwimmer looked good, man.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
fits the part well.
He did good.
He plays Rob Kardashian.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was doing a good job with it.
Yeah.
from what I
Huh.
could say.
The way that the
bought
show
it, I
is
believe
portraying
it.
him, I mean, I don't really remember
He
that.
seems
I
like
was
a
too
good
young.
dude.
He seemed like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Really genuinely
He
good
From what
seemed
I
guy.
like he was
understand,
really.
the father was the only redeeming part of that family.
Yeah.
From what I
it's-
gather, like from other people, like my father, we were talking about when Kardashians were first becoming popular, and he was like, "I never would have guessed this would come of this man's life." Like,
It
Right.
seemed like he really wanted to defend OJ and wanted to believe that he was.
Oh yeah, he
innocent.
wanted to believe him because he's from what you can tell, he was best friends with the guy, and he just seemed like a good-natured guy.
Yeah.
Like he didn't see that at all from him, which is kind of crazy, I guess. But it's a really good show so far. It's had 2 episodes. I think the third one's on Tuesday. It's on FX if you guys want to check it out. Let's get back into gaming talk. Let's get into the level update. This is our discussion of the week's biggest gaming industry
You notice
news.
that over there? No.
No, I just have one. I'll pass it off to you. First up, rumor has it, PlayStation VR will be priced at $299 for the standalone unit. This comes from Reddit, so obviously take this with a grain of salt.
That
but
said,
the rumor is $299, as I said, with just the headset, and there will be a separate bundle. Not a bundle where it's the headset and Move controllers or anything like that. There will be a bundle of Move controllers, camera, and a game for $129. So if you want all of it combined, you're spending $429 or so for headset, 2 Move controllers, camera, and game. But I am glad, I predict this, if you remember, I am glad if they go this route to at least allow us to buy the camera, or the headset by itself. I have 2 Move controllers. I have a camera. Almost everybody who has a PlayStation that would care about virtual reality already has a camera.
see, my thing personally is I'm going to go online and see if I can get some, but Move controllers are not that expensive. And that's kind of what throws me off for this.
I think it's $30 for one.
Dude, you can get them for way fucking cheaper.
Cheaper than that, yeah?
Yeah, you can get them for really cheap. So if you guys, if here's my personal opinion, if you have any intent on getting this set up, go and get Move controllers now before they go back up.
Right.
Before they become like a hot, ticket or anything like that. People sell them on eBay constantly for, $10-15.
Any coming from you, somebody kind of outside the mainstream gaming space, virtual reality at all interesting to you?
It's just always seemed really gimmicky to me.
Yeah, I can understand that before.
It just doesn't seem as accessible as just traditional gaming and stuff.
It probably
sad.
won't be for a while.
same way-
No, it won't. But that said, think of it this way. All right, go like this. All right, go like that.
Okay.
Now imagine watching what you watched tonight in this form.
Yeah, I mean, it would be...
That's a lot of what I'm going with right now.
Yeah, it's not just applied to games. The way they're looking at it is that you could have a movie theater experience through your headset. You can do virtual tourism where you can go to certain locations. Like
From what I
stuff like
understand,
that.
there's even a program created that gives you the feeling like you're in a movie theater, to where you see a couple of rows of seats in front of you and like the walls on the side, but you see a giant screen in front of you, so you feel like you're at a movie theater.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool aspects to it.
The idea is to kind of pull you into, to submerge
Bring you
in
into the experience.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's exact, and that's what I want it for. Realistically, I want to be inside what I'm watching. I want to be inside you.
That took a turn.
You literally want to be inside gaming.
I want to be inside.
No, what that reminded me of, this is taking a weird turn here. You guys ever see Splice?
No.
Which
That's the
one is
weird
that?
horror.
It's the weird horror one where they create something that's like a
what's his
hybrid of like a
name?
reptile.
With the big nose, with the super big nose.
Yes,
Greg Bergen?
Adrian Brody's in it.
Oh, that guy. You didn't hear what I said?
No, what'd
I
you
said,
say?
oh, Greg Berg.
Jesus. No, but at the end, creepy as shit, man. At the end, it starts off as a female, the thing they created, but because they use like amphibian DNA or whatnot, it switches genders at the end. It switches sexes.
Is that? Are you sure you're not talking about Splice?
That's
or
what
Species?
No, I'm talking about Splice, but maybe that also
thing?
happened in Species, I guess. But at the end of Splice, at the very, very end, it switches to a male and rapes the main girl. But at the end, it's holding her down, and its first words are "inside you." It's the creepiest shit ever. It's so creepy.
Is that how it ends?
Yeah, pretty much. No, the way it actually ends is it impregnates her, and she's so freaking messed up in the head and wants to forward science that she allows herself to give birth to like this monster.
That's Species. Are you sure that's not Species?
This is Splice. Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, that's almost 100% Species 1 and 2 combined.
Where somebody said Splice is one creepy movie. It is. It's a really creepy movie.
Yeah, I heard
weird.
it was pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Anyway, VR gaming.
VR gaming looks really cool. We're
Man,
really excited for it. I'm 100% on board if $299 is the price. I won't get it at launch.
No,
but that would be a Christmas buy for me if it's $299.
Yes, I'm going to get it at launch day. I already have the money set aside for it.
That's exciting.
I'm good to go, yeah.
It's a good time to be a gamer.
It is.
A lot of cool stuff coming. Mike, you're up with NPD results.
Here, you get a story tonight.
What the hell
Okay.
are NPD results?
NPD results are the hardware sales of the month, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, for the month of January, we had the software sales in, with Call of Duty Black Ops 3 being the best-selling game of the month on Xbox One over PS4.
Yeah, it's always been that case.
But it's weird, because PS4 has the exclusivity. We have the DLC pack right now.
And it hasn't changed it. From the very beginning, it's always sold better on Xbox One.
This. I don't get it at all.
Xbox is so synonymous with first-person shooters.
Now it is, and that's, I mean, I kind of feel like that's Sony's bad mistake in a way, because that's a missed market. Then Grand Theft Auto 5, oddly enough, on PS4 over Xbox One. NBA 2K16 on PS4. Star Wars Battlefront on Xbox One over PS4.
Bundles.
Which makes, I was going to say, because the bundle makes sense. Fallout 4 on PS4. Minecraft on 3... God damn it, Minecraft.
Never goes away.
I don't get this. How many copies of this game are your kids losing and breaking? Like, if you're... Like, I don't know. I don't get it, man.
It's crazy
I just
stuff.
don't get the game in general.
But here's the thing, no,
it's Legos in a virtual
right,
world.
I mean, it's not. I'm not going to take anything away from the game, but think of it this way: Minecraft has been out for 3 years on console now. I think on Xbox 360, 3 years, 3 or 4 years on 360, and it's almost never been off the top 10. And on Xbox 360, better than any other console every single time. So what are these kids doing with the disc? There's not that many kids in the world. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege on Xbox One, Madden NFL 16 on PS4, Lego Marvel Avengers, luckily is on here, but it's actually kind of low on PS4 or Xbox One, and FIFA 16 on PS4. Dean is loving Lego Avengers, and I know Johnny Poolside.
It looks cool.
As well.
I've seen the commercials.
Yeah.
Looks neat. Looks like fun.
It looks good. I don't understand why it needed to be a thing other than they just wanted another Lego game. I mean, I get that it's a different story, but I mean, the Lego Marvel movie kind of played out a lot of the same scenes.
Right.
You know, and everything, so it's kind of weird. For hardware, though, PS4 was the best-selling platform up year over year, predicted at 235,000. They said, quote, "Thanks to our fans and partners for making PlayStation 4 the top-selling platform and software sales leader in January, according to MPD," a Sony spokesperson said in a statement provided to GamesBeat. PS4 also saw impressive year-over-year growth in both hardware and software sales. We appreciate the support and will continue to deliver on our promise to bring the best entertainment experiences to gamers. That said, Xbox One is predicted around 130,000.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's a pretty big gap there. 100,000 gap, over 100,000.
Big gap.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they have.
And that's a huge drop off too. Also for Xbox.
Right.
Yeah. That's
they have a lot of making up to do, and I don't know what they're planning on doing. But they're not. I mean, you're not sitting pretty. So I don't know.
And I didn't see Wii U numbers I'm not sure if that wasn't released or
no one bought one.
Yeah, maybe zero.
Zero for the month of January.
Yeah, it's no, it's not possible, but
I mean, technically it is.
Yeah, it's possible. But
unless you know physically somebody that bought one, then it's possible.
Would you take the next one? It's the story on the next
Ubisoft one?
Yep, the Ubisoft one, exactly.
All right. Ubisoft confirms new Assassin's Creed for 2016.
Woo! It's good news, very good news.
Why is this good news?
Because they were annualizing the series so much so that it was becoming oversaturated, and it felt like they weren't putting enough work into each iteration.
Poorer and poorer.
Dang, this is really long. IGN's Seth Macy writes, in the lead-up to its quarterly call with investors, Ubisoft confirmed it won't be releasing a new Assassin's Creed game this year.
Pregnant pause.
In the question and answer period at the end of the call, CEO Yves
Guillemot.
Yves Guillemot, whatever. Yep. Said Ubisoft started to question the annualized franchise with the release of Assassin's Creed Unity. Guillemot said his company hopes by moving away from annual iterations of the franchise, it will give the Assassin's Creed team more time to take advantage of new engines and technology.
Exactly.
We are now in a position to take the decision not to release a new Assassin's Creed game. For the company's fiscal year 2016-17, according to Guillemot, Ubisoft's fiscal year 2017 begins in April of this year. Guillemot said Ubisoft plans to grow the Assassin's Creed fan base with the release of Assassin's Creed movie this year. Yeah, they are making... What's his face?
With Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender.
I'm not sure how to feel about that right now.
It's going to be the Matrix, basically, I think.
Ubisoft noted the last entry in the Assassin's Creed franchise, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, had a slower launch than expected. In its investor release, Ubisoft also confirmed the upcoming release of Watch Dogs 2 sometime during its fiscal year 2017, which begins April 2016.
Yep. Overall, this is excellent news.
Yeah, I'm happy that they're doing this. I'm wondering if they're seeing the benefit in doing, like how Activision's doing it with Call of Duty, and now EA's doing it with their Battlefield and then Battlefront series,
right?
Doing a 3-year cycle. So I would venture that it's going to be Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and Division.
Yeah, I can see that totally happening. Yeah, that's what they should do.
That's what these companies should get on. Listen, if you want a yearly game to be your big one, I get it. You need to make money and everything like that. I'm fine with it, but give your teams time to breathe. If you want to have them start work right away, that's fine, but give some breathing room. Like, these guys are going from one project to the next, and it feels rushed and pretty fucking shoddy.
Yeah.
And
GFN says, Rick says, it's annoying because he thinks Syndicate is miles ahead of Unity in almost every category. Yeah, Syndicate was well received. People really, it got rid of all the bugs for the most part that Unity had, and just overall, it seemed like it was a good iteration in the Assassin's Creed series. Coming off of Unity, though, people just felt so burnt, I guess.
Right, I was one of them. I was just like, I don't fucking... Like, I was already starting to go on the downhill. Like, Black Flag, loved it. Unity, I was like, Yeah. And then Syndicate came out, and I was like, I have zero interest.
Yeah.
So I was already on a downhill, but that just pushed me over. So.
Final story in this segment here, and then we'll take some Skype calls.
That next story is amazing.
Yeah, Sony Pictures and Sega are developing a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. According to comicbook.com, they wrote, Sonic the Hedgehog is coming to the big screen, courtesy of Sega and Sony Pictures. Hajime Satomi, the president and CEO of Sega's parent company, Sega Sammy Holdings, confirmed the project is in the works in an interview with the Worldwide Folio, saying the film will be a mix of live action and computer animation.
Oh no.
Oh no is right.
Oh no.
Quote, Sega Sammy Group is currently planning with Sony Pictures to create a live action and animation hybrid Sonic the Hedgehog movie scheduled for release in 2018, Satomi said. The first thing that comes to my mind is Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's what I'm picturing right now.
I can see that.
Sega announced an animated Sonic the Hedgehog movie was in production at Marza Animation Planet back in 2014. It is unclear if that project has become a live-action animation hybrid or if it is an entirely separate undertaking. Sonic has made jaunts into other media in the past, including a Japanese animated movie and animated series. In North America, ABC ran a Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon on Saturday mornings. We all remember that, right? That was the early 1990s.
And what did he eat?
I don't remember.
Oh, are you serious, Ant? Do you remember this?
No.
Hey, and I mean, this was a focal point of the show.
I remember the
It was
show.
in the credits too.
I can't think of it.
All right, if you know what Sonic the Hedgehog ate and was obsessed with in the cartoon on ABC.
Okay,
back in the 90s.
I'm going to venture a guess.
No, don't. I want to see it again. Because if they do, we're going to give them.
Yeah, I'll give you guys some XP if you are the first ones to name it. Keep an eye on the chat, Mike, in the meantime while I finish the story. More recently, Cartoon Network launched a new series called Sonic Boom, a reboot that carried into multiple video game tie-ins. Sonic is also featured in a long-running Archie comic series. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. And Sonic is celebrating his 25th anniversary.
Out of curiosity, did you have the story of what Sony was teasing this week, and it's been more and more confirmed as the weekend
Crash?
Yes. You have that in there?
No, I don't.
Okay. Would you venture to guess that Sony is now going to have a PlayStation Sonic game? Given that they have a Sony movie?
No, Sony Pictures has done this before.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible, but I wouldn't look at it as because it's Sony Pictures. Sony Pictures was lined up to do a console war movie. Right. Sony Pictures was lined up to do, I want to say, a Mario movie at one point. So I believe that. Yeah, Sony they'll
no, I know that, but I'm saying this is a struggling game company. Yeah. I mean, it would be a tough venture for that.
But since I didn't include it on the Crash Bandicoot side of things,
if they did a team up,
that would be pretty cool.
I think that if they were to make a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, I think the way to make it work would obviously be make it CGI, and I think it would be cool if it went with like a kind of Japanesey Hayao Miyazaki kind of tone to it. Like,
are you talking about CGI animation or
purely CGI?
CGI. Yeah, because as I was playing, I don't know if it was right there, but the opening cinematic to Sonic 2000,
the Japanese,
it was kind of cool. It was actually not bad. So that was
first of all, it fit into Sonic because some Japanese animation is very fast moving.
That's the network side.
I keep forgetting. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because, Japanese animation is very fast moving, so Sonic kind of fits into that kind of realm of speed. You know what I mean? Like the slicing through metal and watching metal like drift apart and stuff. And
Sonic? Well, I mean, here's the thing. Sonic was supposed to be fast, but that was never the focal point of the original games, which is what they've been struggling with figuring out for these newer ones. They constantly are obsessing with making Sonic go as fast as possible, and that's not Sonic. That wasn't like that.
It also is hard to control a character going that fast.
Right.
It works in a side scroller, but when you put it in 3D, suddenly it's like, I can't do this. It's just too fast.
But anyway, since we didn't report on it, they've been teasing Crash Bandicoot a lot. From what I understand, it's actually closer to reality. There was a story.
It's becoming a lot of smoke,
Well, there's a toy company saying that they were hired to make Crash Bandicoot toys that will coincide with the video game.
Yes, exactly what it was. And on top of course, Sean Layden wearing a Crash Bandicoot shirt at PSX, at one of the very early PS4 advertisements, having a Crash Bandicoot symbol with an arrow back to the Sony symbol. There's been hints for the last 3 years that Crash is coming back to Sony. I don't know. Either they're working with Activision or they bought it back from them. I wonder if Activision doesn't strike me as somebody that would be like, oh yeah, here, take it for $1 million.
It's like, what are you going to do for us?
Yeah, exactly. And the moment they saw that Sony was interested, I could see Activision like, well, how about...
All right, we have this title that we want to sell for $14. Sony's like, we want that. It's $30,000 now. What's up?
Yeah, it's they're going to raise that price right high.
Somebody pointed it out in the room, which is true. How well does Mario Maker do? How much kind of did that make a lot of?
I mean,
it's
so well. I've been watching it.
It would make sense to do the same thing with Sonic. Somebody pointed out the same thing.
I don't think so. I like the idea behind it, but at the same time, I don't. I think it wouldn't work as well as with Mario. Mario has a lot of parts that you can do with Mario Maker, whereas Sonic doesn't. One of the benefits of Mario Maker is you can go to classic NES style. You can go to Super Nintendo style. You can go to Mario 3D style, and then you can do a lot of traps.
Our cousin showed us some of the
incredibly
impossible levels that have been created. It's
was obsessed with watching. There was a guy named Patrick Klepek who was tied in with Kotaku. Or is tied in, but he would do a stream every morning called Mario Maker Mornings, to where even Nintendo people were watching it. Because he would play some challenging levels throughout, and some of these things, he would spend weeks trying to figure out how to beat it, and it's crazy.
Wanted to say, I think we just got Tempest pledged $1 on our Patreon.
Ooh,
thank
Tempest,
you so much,
thank you.
Tempest. Really appreciate that.
He's going to get that power-up show pretty early.
Yes, he's going to get it 5 days early.
Yeah.
And he also has brought us $1 closer to our milestone of $100 so that we can do another lip sync battle tournaments.
Oh, Lord.
So
You're in this time.
I don't know about that.
And also keep those follows coming, guys. If you are new to the channel, this is the Level Up Show. It's a game-dedicated talk show on every Sunday. So hit that heart button live from PlayStation if you like what we're doing here. That way you get notifications when we go live. And, of course, we will shout you out if you follow us. We are going to take some Skype calls. Let's take one Skype call. Go ahead and call in on Skype at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. No spaces.
David Hyde is the only person that guessed at what Sonic.
By the way,
was it right?
No.
Okay.
And it wasn't right. So, guys, free XP floating around. If anybody knows what Sonic the Hedgehog was obsessed with in the cartoon series that was on in the 90s.
Hamburgers?
No.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, by the way,
XP.
I had a video game experience this
though.
week.
You actually
really?
played one?
No, but I mean, I guess you could say that. I was at work and we had the Wii going and we were playing. What's the name of the one where you have to dance? Just dance. And I had to. That's how much I don't know about video games.
There you go, VTech. Give him 100 points.
VTech, and also
Chili
we got Jose on the
dogs.
line.
That's what it was. I knew.
What was it? Hot dogs?
Chili dogs.
Chili dogs.
Chili dogs. That does. I do remember
Darn
that
it.
now.
I had Danny watch it. We sat and watched one episode. We turned it off.
Jose,
That bad.
welcome to the Level Up Show. How you doing, man?
Okay.
What's going on, man? What do you want to talk about tonight?
I'm just playing a little Call of Duty.
Little Call of Duty, the Black Ops 3, or?
Yeah, I got back into it after 3 years. I'm like, I can't resist the call for longer.
You enjoying it? I guess it pulled you back in, so you must be.
Yeah. When you take 3 years off from a yearly game, it lets you recharge.
Right. Now, how you feel? We're going to get to that story a little later on, but you can jumpstart it right now. How do you feel about Infinity Ward taking on the next Call of Duty for this year?
Please don't let it be Ghost 2. That's all I'm saying.
We were talking about that the other day in our chat, and I don't think so. I mean, Ghost 2 is synonymous now with failure, so I don't think they're going to bother doing that.
I think that's their lowest performing Call of Duty, so I can't imagine them going with Ghosts again. But
If it's
you never know.
I'm pre-ordering on the spot.
Yeah. So this is, even though you took 3 years off, this has kind of been like, you know what? I remember now why I played this so much. I like it.
What do you want them to do, Jose? If you had the choice, like which era would you want it to be? Modern warfare, future, or past? Like, what do you want it to be?
I don't know if we can go back to World War II, but
I mean, the problem with World War II to me is that I still, there is so much made for World War II that it was just genre fatigue, and that's something that you don't get a lot of.
Right.
That's something that only happens so many years because everybody has to be in on that. So to go back to something like that, it's a big risk. And even though some people might want it, I don't know if I want it or not. It's a very big risk for a company to do because they can be like, listen, it didn't work anymore. We had to do something else. So I'm not sure if they would actually even bother trying to do, World War II.
I personally think it would be cool just to see. We haven't had any World War II games in such a long time, especially Next Generation, as far as I know. I think it would be cool just to see somebody tackle that.
The problem is I don't think it's going to be Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward's all about getting the gun, the better guns and upgrading through the ranks, and how many guns were in World War II era.
Right.
You're literally talking about like 14.
Yeah.
Total.
Well, maybe they could do a twist on it. Maybe they do like revisionist history, like an alternate history, kind of like Resistance then.
So, I mean, that's what we were talking about with me and Dean, and anybody that's played through the Black Ops storyline knows that you can kind of do this now. I'm talking about having like a unified universe, where basically everything connects and everything like that. One company handles one style of game in one era, another one handles different, and you could do that now with what Black Ops 3 has set up. And you could do that, but imagine if you had to go back and like try to alter time, and you had modern guns, but in an old war style setting.
Yeah.
You'd own face. And it'd be pretty badass.
It
You
would-
just plow through stuff.
it
But I
would
think
be
it would
brutal.
still be fun, and it would be kind of a cool, return to that type of stuff. I think that would be pretty cool.
David Hyde says it would be cool to create World War III. Maybe do Black Ops in
They
World
did.
War III.
I mean, they've
future
done
war
almost
scenario.
World War III.
Have they?
Aspects in different games, and I mean, it's not bad in any way, but you're talking a lot of hypothetical and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm interested to see what they do. Infinity Ward was considered from what I could tell before, considered the best.
The Infinity War was easily my favorite.
And now Treyarch is considered the best.
I liked them way better than Treyarch. I never liked Treyarch games as much, but Ghost killed it for me. Once Ghost came out, I was like, nope.
They should do a Terminator-inspired Call of Duty.
They kind of have a little bit.
Yeah.
The most recent ones are kind of getting there.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare was more close.
They're wearing like mech suits and like Avatar-looking mech suits and stuff like that.
It's fun. It's really fast-paced now, but it's good.
Yeah, that's why I think it might be interesting for them to take a step back and reboot. Start, go back to the roots of the franchise. Yeah. World War I, II, stuff like that would be pretty cool. All right, Jose, thanks for the question, man, or the topic there.
No problem.
All right, see you later. Level up.
Level up.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break, and then we will get back into some trailers of the week, actually. Yeah. We're going to go through all of the... not all of them, but several of the Super Bowl TV spots. We're just going to quick fire them. Like 30 seconds each.
You're in a good spot. You actually know what you're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah. Man, that's Civil War. Holy crap.
Yep, God. That one's not on the list. Because, remember, Greg and Dean didn't want us to put on the list because they discussed it on Power Up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so we're going to do a lot of the other ones. We're not going to do Civil War, though.
Oh, man.
But hold on tight, guys. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Oh, by the way, what I had to perform on Just Dance was Let It Go.
Oh, jeez.
It was as humiliating as you would imagine it was.
It sounds absolutely terrible.
It was awful.
It's terrible. I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm
all the
so
movements that you would imagine that you had to do.
And you don't hear it nearly as much as I do just because of Danny, I would say.
Oh, I hear it a lot. I work at a school for mentally handicapped men.
That's true.
I hear a lot of it's all Let It Go, man. It's all Frozen still. Yeah. So much, man. It's amazing that that movie came out several years ago. And now they're making a play, or they're doing like a Broadway musical.
Yeah, something like that.
Pretty much greenlit the second one now.
Well, and that was a while ago that they said that they were going to do the second
that was
one.
inevitable.
And that's fine. I have no problem with that as long as it's a decent story. I don't mind sequels as long as they're good.
The first one was entertaining. But that's just too much. Man.
TP says, I wish they'd take away the running walls and double jump. I mean... There's some people that don't like that. I think most of those people have come around to liking it. Me personally, I love it. But I don't mind having a game that's true to form of, straightforward, no worrying about walls and angles and everything like that. But I like it. I think it adds a cool aspect to it. But yeah, you're right. I wouldn't want every single one doing that.
You have anything to drink up there, Ange?
No.
God,
his water's broken.
There is filtered water in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we'll wait for you to come back down.
I thought you were talking about the Brita because I'm not going to drink off the tap.
Oh, God forbid you drink off the tap.
I just don't drink off the tap.
What did you do as a kid? Did you just not drink water ever?
No, I did.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't grow up deformed or anything.
All right. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 110. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We've had a few more follows here. Thank you to Shooty78 and Alejandro, and another one early from Reapy Games, and another shout out to Tempest for his $1 pledge on our Patreon. Best way to support the network there, guys, and help us do some cool things in the future. Help us grow the show, maybe get new equipment at some point. Our next milestone is to do a lip sync battle.
Yes,
our second one. We've done one before. It's on our YouTube. Check it out. It's probably one of the best things we've ever done, if not. Etc. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Keep them coming, guys. Hit that heart button live from PlayStation, bottom left-hand corner of the screen if you do want to follow us and get notified when we go live in the future. In the meantime, while we wait for Anthony to come back down, we'll go to the chat room. David Haight says, Advanced Warfare 2 with wall runs would be awesome. Do you want them to continue with Advanced Warfare?
That's what I was talking about when you were coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the wall running and the double jumping, but I don't mind if they go back to the original style where it's just straightforward and everybody runs.
That would be Sledgehammer, though, so that would be...
No, Black Ops 2 has it, too.
Oh, I'm just saying that if they come to Advanced Warfare, I would think Sledgehammer would be the one to do it, which would be 2017.
Yes.
Right?
It would be 2 years from
now. That would be next year.
But Infinity Ward hasn't done, or have they done wall running? I don't think they did wall running. I'm not sure they even did double jumping, actually, now I think of it. I can't remember. I don't remember now.
Okay. I guess we'll turn this into an archived reaction for all these Super Bowl TV spots here. So let's do our intro real quick, guys. Not that we're leaving. We're just doing our intro, and then we're going to do this reaction.
Yeah.
Silence is golden. Welcome, Level Uppers, to another live reaction time. I'm Andrew Midori. I'm joined tonight by the classy douchebag Mike McLaughlin.
That's me.
And Brother Anthony, my literal brother. Literal.
You can say hi.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Blood brother over there. And what we're going to do tonight is quick fire reaction time through all of the, not all of them, but a lot of the Super Bowl commercials, the TV
There's a lot
spots,
of good ones.
all the not like the funny commercials, the trailers, the TV spots.
Those are the only things I've seen because I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I didn't care about either team at all.
See, most of these I haven't seen yet, so I'm excited to watch these. I wasn't watching the Super Bowl for the most part. I think I saw Civil War, which is not in this list because Dean and Greg have already reacted to that. But like, I didn't see Independence Day. I didn't see X-Men.
Oh, no?
I didn't see the 10 Cloverfield Lane one. So we're going to watch all those right now. Let's get this started. I'm not sure which one is first. I don't remember the order I put them in, so let's just watch and react.
Bones sinking like stones, all that we found.
Apocalypse means to destroy this world.
We live in a beautiful world.
Let's go to war.
Everything they've built will fall.
Dude, he looks unstoppable in this.
I mean, he is. Here's a problem with Apocalypse in general, but...
This is Independence Day, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just gonna run through all of them.
We're just going through all.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should stop at the scene.
They're coming back.
Yeah, this stuff too.
Goldblum for the win.
It actually does look pretty good, I have to say. I'm surprised.
So was I. I was so against the new me.
I just think he's really golden.
And then once I saw the first trailer, I was like, all right, I'm done bored again.
He's really golden.
Okay, I will pause at that. First thing I want to say is the amount of destruction that's going on in that movie.
Oh my god, it's
In
destruction
both
porn.
movies,
They're
man.
taking it to another
destruction
level.
porn, though.
Roland Emmerich,
It is.
I mean, is known for that.
For that, right,
This is the guy that, Godzilla, Day After Tomorrow.
I just watched Day After Tomorrow. I haven't seen that I mean, it's an awful movie. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, but it's just pure crap.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
But that opening scene and the way that everybody's reacting, like they're filming all these tornadoes forming in Los Angeles, and nobody's like moving or running or doing anything.
If you want to see like the most recent disaster movie that was comically bad, San Andreas.
Oh, is it that bad?
Watch it. It's so bad.
Really?
It's hilarious.
I haven't watched it at all.
They're like, and another tornado just formed. It's enormous. It's about 100 meters away from you.
We'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
Let's just stand here and report.
Yeah.
A freaking
Let's go.
Let's go to X-Men real quick.
Yeah.
God, I'm hating that movie.
Psylocke looks really cool, I thought.
She looks cool. Here's the thing. I think the movie's gonna have a lot of really cool stuff. I feel like the ending is gonna be great.
Yeah.
But I am so against what they did with Apocalypse still. I just can't.
Just the way he looks, or
yeah, mainly the way he looks, the way he's approaching everything.
I don't know. He looks fine. I think he looks fine.
Do you remember anything from when we were kids in comic books?
Yeah, but
he doesn't look like he did in the comics.
No,
yeah.
Most of what we know is the animated series Apocalypse.
Even comics.
Yeah, but
they took his they took his look from the comics. I don't know. I don't like that.
First of all, he grows. We saw him
right.
grow.
There was different things like we haven't seen anything about the Four Horsemen.
No.
Well, the way that they did it in the thing, like we have seen their things. So one thing that's worrying me, and I mean, we know Fox has no problem showing things early. So I haven't seen anything that shows them, Apocalypse mutating the Four Horsemen into what they would become the Four Horsemen. Like in the comics and in the show, he would mutate them in a different form and everything.
Let's leave some stuff for the movie.
I'm hoping that, but I mean, in general, I don't feel like Rick brought it up to the High School Musical cast as the X-Men now. Like, come on, there's just so much of it. They could have done so much better.
I mean, what did you want, though? These are young versions of these characters. You want them to get 25-year-olds to play 17-year-olds? I mean, they're high school students.
I'm really pissed off with Jennifer Lawrence and this whole, her stance against the makeup and stuff. I'm sure you've heard of it. Everybody's seeing all the trailers and TV spots.
Yeah,
she's barely blue, and it's because she did not want to sit in the makeup chair
for 4 or 8 hours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Huh. She literally got her way and pretty much like.
Well, I mean, she's one of the driving forces for people to come to this movie.
She is a big thing for.
She does have a lot of clouts,
right, which kind of sucks. And I mean, I like Jennifer Lawrence a lot, but that kind of annoys me. Like, you signed up for this role, like, you fulfill your obligations.
Yup.
You know,
I think this is the last one she's doing.
She is.
She wants to get out of this, I think.
She's being written off in this movie.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I won't miss her.
But I don't know, in general, like, the voice of Oscar Isaac for Apocalypse is growing on me more. I didn't like it at first, but I like his approach. His demeanor's fine, so the voice is kind of...
That's the one thing that I'll address as you're bringing up his voice is I hated that in the I like the way he sounded in the trailer. I hated that they almost did a reshoot of him saying that, like, everything you built will fall. I really liked it delivered in the trailer, but it sounds like they did a retake of it in the TV spot, and I'm like, why would they do that? It sounded perfect.
Yeah, they've been redoing a lot.
Let's not spend too long on that, because we do have a few more to get through here. Next up is...
Oh, this is...
Okay, Jason Bourne.
My God, that's Jason Bourne. Why would he come back now?
I know who I am. I remember everything.
Remembering everything doesn't mean you know everything.
The world is at war. We need the perfect weapon.
He got in shape. I'll say that. He definitely got in shape. Now, somebody said a joke here, and it's true. He's like tapping into that old man strength. It's like him and Ben Affleck are both tapping into that.
Yeah, they are.
They're tapping into old man strength.
Right time for it. I mean, that I'm hoping that they're kind of just picking up where Matt Damon's Jason Bourne left off. Because I didn't see the other one.
I didn't either. Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't see that at all, so I'm hoping they pick up. I love Jason Bourne movies. I think they're cool. I'm always into like spy and action movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of them. I hear the best one is the Bourne Ultimatum, and that's the one I haven't seen.
The Ultimatum's the best.
Oh, you need to watch it. I mean, if I were you, if you have a day that you can do it, do the whole trilogy.
Yeah. Shooty says can't wait to see Jason Bourne. I'm glad that Damon's back. I am glad that he's back, and he looks good in the role. He looks like he's gotten back in the shape.
You know what it always makes me think of? That would always makes me think of 40-Year-Old Virgin. Remember when oh God, Paul Rudd says, I always thought that Matt Damon was kind of a Streisand, but he's really rocking the shit in this one.
Yeah, that's true. All right, next up.
The most important traits of the ninja:
speed, stealth, and precision.
Hey, buddy.
The Megan Fox stuff just doesn't work for me.
Doesn't
Sorry.
seem so tough.
I mean,
now is that Krang?
That's Krang.
Yeah.
They actually, I saw the image
That
of
went
him.
well.
They made him look great.
Okay.
It could be good.
This is going to be such a bad movie.
It could be.
Oh, I actually
don't
think
know.
I thought it
could
didn't,
be
but I did.
Decent.
Sweet, we had the same.
Now, here's what I have to say. I'm glad that they have a different director at least, because that first one is bad.
Michael Bay is an asshole.
No, Michael Bay didn't direct the first one. Everyone always says that.
Did.
No, it was
produced
Jason Lieberman or whatever, the same guy that did
Yeah,
Battle Los Angeles.
He's one of Michael Bay's stooges, I think. He's a clone.
Like much worse Michael Bay.
Yeah.
He's bad. This guy's never done a good movie, and like I remember Battle Los Angeles. That's got one of the best trailers.
Yeah,
it has a great trailer. That movie is like
meh.
Low budget video game bad.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, that trailer was awesome.
Yes, it's great. The sun's gone dim and sky's gone black. Music is great.
That song was perfect.
But man, that guy sucks. But they got a good better director, I should say, on this one at least.
We should cover that one of these days. Like best TV spots, best trailers.
We actually did
movies.
recently.
Yeah,
somebody had on the spot asking what makes a good trailer.
Yeah,
and you know what I'll say is probably one of the best TV spots
Superman.
ever. Yeah, Superman Returns had one of the best
I
TV
talked about
spots.
That. And I do agree.
Ever.
I think it does too.
Ever.
Yep.
And that movie sucked.
It's the use of the John Williams theme with Jarrell's voiceover.
Him just like kind of like down and it literally I had like tears in my eyes. I was like, Superman's back. Like, this is it. Like,
we were having like a battle on the show.
Back.
It was a battle because Dean was like, no, the Man of Steel trailer is a million times better. And the Man of Steel trailer is good. That final one especially. But
Man of Steel had really good trailers.
Yeah.
It had several really good trailers.
And I sided with Dean, and I still kind of think. I mean,
I
like the Superman
I'm with
Returns
you.
one, but I think Man of Steel sold it for me to where like that was I saw it on my birthday. It came out on my birthday. I saw it on my birthday.
When you see trailers like that, you know that there's no possible way it's going to live up to that. Like, it just can't.
Yeah. All right. So now the one I actually did include. I didn't think I did, but this is the big one. Man, they're really showing that. With,
You chose the wrong side.
With Rhodes, yeah. That was, you got a shot of Ant-Man there, even.
Let me just say one thing. Like, those two teams, like, Iron Man's team, just from what we can see, mind you that, like, I think that Scarlet Witch is Team Cap, which is huge because she's going to be ultra powerful on this. Right. She has to be. Because he's so outnumbered. He's pretty much going up against, like, 2 weapons of mass destruction, like,
Although the
Black
karaoke
Batman.
would be fun to watch. I'm really donating because I love the Level Up Showcast and our chat room family.
Aw, thank you so much,
nice.
Henry. I really appreciate that.
I haven't seen him in a while, too.
Yeah, he's back.
It makes me happy that he's back, but I mean, that makes me happy that he donated, too.
Yeah.
So thank you, but it just makes me happy to see him back again.
And that was $10 times 25 XP, so let's give 250 XP to Henry real quick.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Henry. Really
That's really
appreciate
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Anthony. What were you saying?
But no, yeah, he's pretty much going up against two weapons of mass destruction, like Black Batman. He's.
I mean, here's my thing. Whatever side, I mean, you have Scarlet Witch. I mean, the Scarlet Witch and Vision are ultra powerful. Whatever side Vision's on, in my honest opinion, is going to fuck shit up.
Yeah, Vision and Scarlet Witch are like the two most powerful ones. Like we haven't really.
I don't think she's going to be on Team. Realistically, here's my opinion. I don't think she's on Team Cap. I feel like they're going to have conversations to where that's going to build up the relationship between them. And it's going to be like a West Side Story type shit.
Well, yeah. If the, I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, if you don't know that, like Vision and Scarlet Witch are kind of like a couple. Yeah. So.
My here's my hope is that they use Scarlet Witch and the Vision at some point to build up why there's no mutants in the Marvel universe. Because they can.
Yeah.
Right now, easily, and that could be like because like everybody. I mean, at this point, we're all kind of accepting like yes, I get Fox has rights to the to the mutants and X-Men and everything like that, but like just to wipe it off of any issue for right now, just have Scarlet Witch go crazy and eliminate all mutants. Bam, done. Story closed. Right there. You have the ability now.
It's true.
The one thing I hope they do is I hope they tone down the Black Widow stuff. Like
I agree.
I'm sick and tired.
Yeah,
of
they pushed
her a little bit.
They pushed her in everybody's face. I mean, she was a sex symbol, really, for the movies.
And I really want to see Sharon. Like,
I want to see
more Sharon. I want to see them like establish the fact that Cap is going to have like a love interest of his own.
Is that the girl from Revenge that you're talking about? Yeah, I like her.
Yeah,
and I think that they had good chemistry in Winter Soldier. So I do agree. I think that would be that would be
it's
good
about
to focus on
time. You know, like I love his line where he says like, "I'm 80. I'm not dead."
Yeah,
like it's the truth.
All right, I think there might be one or two more. Let's see.
This looks cool as hell.
This looks really cool.
I focused on being prepared. I saved your life by bringing you here. I knew this day would come. It's not safe out there. Something's coming.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's like a monster roar at the end there.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot to digest there. I'm really interested in this.
I think it's going to be a lion, and I think it's going to be huge.
It's funny you say that. Now, here's what a lot of people are theorizing with this. Is it a metaphorical monster, or is it a real monster? Because John Goodman might be the metaphorical monster in this movie, right?
Obviously.
Is that the obvious twist, though?
Yeah, that's the obvious twist.
Now, what interests me in that trailer, he said, I knew this day was coming. That's an interesting line. That's the one that kind of stuck out at me the most. I wonder what that means. Like, what could it
First
be?
of all,
that doesn't imply monster.
What you see coming over the house does not look like a monster.
It looks like light.
It looks like some form of light. Yeah.
So maybe just an alien invasion. Maybe he's just some like hermit who thought aliens were always going to come or something.
I just hope it's not a piece of shit like War of the Worlds or something like that.
I mean, I want to know what
you don't like War of the Worlds?
The remake.
I thought that was a good
movie.
movie.
I thought it was.
You just don't like Tom Cruise.
No, I love Tom Cruise.
What the deal?
There was just something weak about it for me.
I thought it was good. I liked War of the Worlds.
And she annoys the hell out of me in that
Dakota
movie.
Fanning.
Yeah, she's oh god.
But I want to know the tie-in to Cloverfield.
If there is one.
Dude.
They said blood relative. That could mean that it's like just like a spiritual successor. It could mean so.
Right,
like,
there has to, that's what I mean. That's why I want to know what the tie-in is.
Yeah.
It is 100% in the connected universe. There's, I mean, without a doubt.
The rumor is that this movie was not a Cloverfield movie. The script has been out for about 3 or 4 years, and it started out as purely like a a bunker movie where she gets taken down here, and it's an escape. It's an escape movie for her getting away from this guy. Right. And supposedly J.J. Abrams grabbed it and was like, we're going to turn this into a Cloverfield movie.
I'm okay with this.
I personally don't have a problem with that. A lot of people do have a problem with that. It's like, but why? We have no idea what that movie would have been. And if this movie turns out to be good, then what does it matter?
Here, let's go on to what I think is the most important thing. Man, I fucking love John Goodman.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Dude, he goes from funny to dark and serious.
Yeah, he can be villainous
so easily.
Yep.
And I love it. Like, he has such good range.
Very
Like, one of my favorite TV shows right now is, I mean, I'm not secret about my love for House of Cards. Mm-hmm. It's probably, I think it's, I'm going to still stick with it. It's probably my favorite thing that's ever been on, like, Netflix.
Yeah.
But that said, Alpha House is the funny version of House of Cards, and John Goodman is the front.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
And it's so good. Like, it might not land for everybody. You know, I'm not saying everybody should watch it, but it's, to me, I love it. So.
All right, I think this is the last one.
Yeah.
If you can't learn to run with the pack, one of these days you'll be someone's dinner.
I can't help but notice there's this strange odor today. Man is forbidden! Run, Mowgli!
The jungle is no longer safe for you.
But this is my home.
Only man can protect you now.
Poor, sweet little cub. What are you doing so deep in the jungle?
You are a man cub who wants to live in a jungle.
How do you know that?
Kid, I got ears. My ears got ears.
Only walking
can protect you.
Forget
music.
about your worries and your strife.
What's that?
That's a song about the good life.
I'm on board with everything except maybe Mowgli, actually.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah,
Stop
he
at
just...
nothing.
I don't know.
Until he has this boy.
Dude, I'm all about all
If anything
this.
happens to that kid, I'll never forgive myself.
I'm so excited to hear the elephant.
It's like a full trailer.
This is a full trailer.
Yeah.
I guess this is the full one. Definitely the best of the trailers so
Let's
far.
be on our way.
But I'm helping Baloo get ready for hibernation.
Bears don't hibernate in a jungle.
Not full hibernation, but I nap a lot.
Like, dude, everything about
And
it is landing for me.
I
I'm
actually-
so excited for this movie.
I actually just saw the animated movie for the first time in like
Get outta
forever.
here. Oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I was like, what?
No, I mean it's just been forever since I've seen it, but I saw it because we played it in the gymnasium at school, and I know I'm gonna sound like a complete hater, but I love the idea of the Jungle Book, but the animated movie really was just
Yeah, well, a lot of those really old Disney
yeah,
movies.
it was just really boring. But I think that looks solid. I think the
Like, for the first
I
time...
think you need to go to hell.
I think that looks solid. I think that looks
movie.
solid though. I think the Jungle Book story
Yeah.
can be done and modernized, and I think it looks
Well,
like
I'm really
they're doing,
excited that
doing a good job.
They're doing a lot of the live action ones now. Beauty and the Beast is on the way. Supposedly
Now
they're still
that's
trying to do Little
now
Mermaid.
that's
We
a
have that
cl-
other
yeah.
one.
Now that's a classic.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast will
Little
work.
Mermaid I can live without. It's good, but
I want to know what they're gonna do for Aladdin. Just
Aladdin's another
I
solid
feel like
gem.
with Robin Williams dying, they're a little hesitant
and
with
the
that.
Lion King is another one that I don't really want to see touched.
No, I don't need a
really.
live action of that at all.
Yeah.
But going back to the animation ones, like I just watched Robin Hood for the first time in a while, and that's
that aged
that's what,
so
that's what I
aged.
mean. That's kind of like
That's
how
so-
Jungle Book feels. It just feels like it's aged a lot. Like
Yeah.
it's just kind of just boring, and
Yeah.
the animation is kind of like old looking and kind of dull and
yeah, I agree. But
dim
at the same time, there's some of the oldest ones, like Pinocchio. I think still works really well.
yeah. But Pinocchio is
Here
definitely
and there.
more
I mean,
solid.
the older ones, especially now that I'm watching them with Danny, like I can see what's landing for her and what's not.
Yeah.
And so it's always the older ones.
I like how Evan Harris says. I didn't care for it either. Drew's brother.
Which one?
I think he's talking about
Jungle Book?
Jungle Book, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's okay.
All right, we're going to have to wrap that one up. This was our reaction to many of the Super Bowl TV spots and Jungle Book trailer. So if you guys liked what we did here, please follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/TheLevelUpShow. Subscribe. And if you want to see these live, go to twitch.tv/TheLevelUpShow and follow us there. And catch us on our next live reaction time. Until then, take care. And as always, level up. Anthony, say level up.
Level up.
There you go.
Wait, is this it?
No, it's
you fucking Momo.
No, we this is what we do, like wrap up the segment and then we
for like breakdowns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's early.
And we're back.
I want to keep talking about movies though.
Yeah, we just went through a whole spiel. That's it for the night. For let's do level update part 2.
Are we behind?
Yeah, we're way behind. Way behind. We're not going to do Skype calls after this, guys, because we're way behind. All right, next up, really sad news. GameTrailers.com closes after 13 years.
Do we ever get closure on why?
Yes, we'll talk about that right now. Forbes writes, online gaming site Game Trailers was shut down rather abruptly earlier this week, with owner Defy Media giving the outlet and its employees only a few hours' notice of the decision, according to now ex-employees of the site. Posting to Facebook, Game Trailers said, after 13 years, Game Trailers is closing down today. When Game Trailers was founded in 2002, internet video was a revolutionary concept. YouTube wouldn't be founded for another 3 years. Consumer live streaming was 9 years away. Back then, online game journalism was still dominated by text articles and static imagery. The most prestigious coverage still happened in print. If you wanted to watch a show about video games, you had to watch it on a special TV station that had 10 shows. Game Trailers helped change all of that. Today, game journalism is dominated by video, trailers, live gameplay, let's plays, and new shows. Now, there are millions of hours of content available at any time on your PC, game console, and TV, or even your phone. We're proud we helped bring this world into being. That is the legacy of Game Trailers. We're grateful to all of our fans who helped make us successful. Thank you for your continued support over the years. It has been an adventure. This here is one of my favorite moments.
I haven't even listened to anything you just said because I love this. It's my favorite things I've ever seen. Like, this is better than your reaction.
Oh, 100% it is. And it's because it had that group mentality. If you guys haven't seen this, please go on YouTube, search Final Fantasy VII Remake Reaction. Game Trailers will pop up immediately because it is hilarious. It is really one of the best reactions I've seen to anything ever. Finally, close off this story. The outlet, which helped spur the trend toward video content, was when it opened its virtual doors 13 years ago, was purchased by Defy Media in 2014. Following the acquisition, a number of employees were laid off, and within 2 years, the site itself is no more. This is all a huge shame, and hopefully the talented employees of the site all land on their feet. Maybe they could help or all band together and go full YouTube or Patreon. In any case, as a final act, you guys should look this up, the site has updated their Bloodborne video review, bumping it to their first ever 10 out of 10. Deserved score from a site we will all miss.
So, sorry, I was watching. So what was the reason fully then?
Defy Media. It was their owner, and just one day, didn't give them any notice, just 3 hours, was like, hey guys.
But that's what I'm saying.
You're done.
I knew that, but like Defy Media didn't say why yet?
I mean, Game Trailers has been slowly on a decline. I was reading about it when, it just maybe 5 years ago, they had, I want to say, 70 employees. Right there, when you were watching, they had like 8 employees at that point.
That was that's that big the Final Fantasy VII reaction.
Yeah, that's the best of them all.
Oh, and the girl's just looking at them.
She has no idea why they're so crazy, but Cobb Bossman is like up on his chair like this. He's like Square Enix, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're mad. It's the best thing ever.
And the girl is just like looking at them like freaking nerds here, man.
You know what? No, she's a nerd herself. She's a gamer, but they just went fanatical. And it's really hilarious. Go online and check that out. Shenmue 2. Huber cries. He actually cries when Shenmue 3 is announced.
Which didn't land for me at all because I didn't give a shit about Shenmue 3.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't either. But when I saw that, you guys can check my video, I throw my keyboard because I'm just like,
how did this happen this year, like all at once?
We just had the Final Fantasy VII Remake announced, and now you're doing Shenmue 3? I was just like, this is insane. This is a ridiculous conference.
Man, can we just talk about that conference again? For the rest of the show?
It's going to be tough to top that.
Oh my
really
God.
tough. Even Crash Bandicoot, if that's announced at E3.
Can you imagine if they did that in the same fucking conference, just ending? Yo, imagine if the end of that conference was just an image of Crash Bandicoot walking somewhere and just saying, I'm home. And that's it.
Be beautiful.
And then the mic drop.
Tear. But good luck to all the Game Trailers employees. We
That
really hope that you
sucks so
land
bad,
on your
man.
feet. I will keep track of all of you. Brandon Jones, Huber, Bossman especially. I'm going to.
I can't imagine that even if it's not in the same form, they couldn't land something, if not together, then separately in a big way. Like, I can't imagine
they could do something on Patreon. They totally could,
and they should. I honestly feel like
if Kind of Funny can get $50,000-$60,000 a month on Patreon.
If they can get $75,000 for a 2-minute cartoon, let's be real fucking realistic. They deserve to get something.
Yes, Game Trailer should get something.
God, man.
Next up.
Anyway, Destiny 2 has been confirmed for 2017 release. IGN's Mitch Dyer writes, man, that guy is busy.
Yes, he is.
Ahead of its quarterly earnings call this week, Activision has revealed more of the future of Destiny, which will see a major expansion this year and a sequel next year. Activision Publishing, along with its partners at Bungie, expects to bring a large new expansion to Destiny in 2016 and to release a full game sequel in 2017, the investor note reads. Activision also stated that 25 million players have logged in more than 3 billion hours into Destiny. That's... wow.
Yes. Destiny's a juggernaut.
God. Last month, the report asserted that Destiny's sequel was delayed out of 2016 and into next year. Bungie.net's this week at Bungie Update added, we'll be plotting more specific waypoints as time goes on. Right now, there are hundreds of passionate people at Bungie working to turn the plan for Destiny's future into the adventurous, dangerous enemies and glittering treasure that awaits us. As soon as we're ready, we'll share the details with you all in the usual places. In the meantime, we'll keep the conversation rolling with the team on the support front. We're also gathering up details for spring as the team begins to lock it in. This is good.
Yeah, I think it's great news.
I'll tell you right now, this is going to be really... I didn't look at anything in the chat, obviously. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to bet everybody in the chat's mad, if for nothing else, than the fact that we're getting another expansion this year.
It's good news, though, because it means that they recognize the importance of Destiny, the popularity of Destiny, and they want to make sure Destiny 2 is what it needs to be.
Crazy Legs is against it. I'm sure there's other people in there. I'll tell you right now, Destiny, with the most recent expansion, was great. And it was worth the $40 that you bought it for. 100% for the content that you got in it. It was great. And the updates that they have been adding, as small and weird as they have been, are good as well. What?
I'm going to take this next story because we're going to skip Infinity Ward. Coming back to Call of Duty, we already talked about that.
We already talked about that.
Just a reminder, Infinity Ward is taking on Call of Duty for 2016, but we don't know what it's going to be yet. We don't know if it's going to be Ghost or some new iteration of Call of Duty. Cool. They're next in the 3-year cycle. So we're going to skip that, and I'm just going to go right to Titanfall 2 will have a single-player campaign. Woo! That's good news. Let me just skip to the video as well. Perfect. There it is.
I was supposed to be happy about this, right?
I think it's good news.
Okay.
Woo! I mean, personally, it's coming to PS4. As you know, that's good news right off the bat. Happen. But it's also good news that they're doing a single-player campaign because I think that's really important to any full retail title. If it's full retail, I think that it should have some semblance of a single-player campaign. Yeah. IGN's Nicole Carpenter writes, Titanfall sequel will have a single-player campaign, though it won't release until late this year or early next year. STEM told Forbes Titanfall 2 will take place in a world both scientific and magical, but is still grounded, dirty, human, and real. Respawn Entertainment's development team began working on the sequel in 2014 after finishing Titanfall's downloadable content. Quote, one of the shortcomings of the first game was we just did not have the mechanism to tell everyone, here's who you are, here's where you are, and who's around you, STEM said. We knew all the answers, we just could not deliver on it. Back in October, Titanfall sales passed 10 million, giving the studio flexibility in exploring the story it originally wanted to tell. STEM said Respawn is looking to deliver a vision of grand global colonial warfare and retell the story of the American Revolution and the American Civil War in space. STEM also told us Forbes Respawn is working in partnership with Lionsgate TV to develop a Titanfall spin-off TV series. The problem, STEM said, is the cost. It would be very expensive, he said. We are trying to find a way to tell a story in the worlds we want to be in and produce for the TV model. Respawn's founder and CEO Vince Zampella confirmed to IGN last year Titanfall sequel will not be an Xbox exclusive and will launch on all major platforms, PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One. Respawn is also partnering with Nexon to bring a new original Titanfall game to iOS and Android, set to release sometime in 2016.
I mean, it could be good. Here's my thing on it. I feel like it's almost a little bit too little too late.
Right.
This genre is actually starting to get played out already with a lot of people, like we were saying about earlier. I don't want to double jump in well run. And that's a lot of what this game is. Now, they do it better than any of the games that I've released since no one's wanted to copy it, but they also fell short. And so the biggest issues they had with Titanfall, there was not a lot of unlocks to grab. Once you hit the level cap, you were pretty much done. There wasn't a lot of content. There wasn't enough to keep you in it to play it over and over again.
Yeah.
So that's something they're really going to have to tackle, and that's something that really surprised me because Wes and Zampella, for those that don't know, were why Call of Duty is what it is.
Right.
And they have their hands in a lot of great stuff over the years. So for them to have created something like that was very surprising. So I don't understand it, but with now Zampella basically running it by himself and West having taken his family issues that he had to deal with and everything and taking time off. I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to care though. Just a lot of people are saying they're not going to care about Destiny.
I'm not even going to pretend that I want to get Titanfall.
Right.
I just think that it is important that a $60 game is not just multiplayer. I think that's I don't like that. I just feel like that's not enough.
$40,
content.
I think. Is...
Yeah, if it's $40, I think you can probably get away with it.
Yep.
Yeah, but if it's a $60 retail title, it's got to have both.
Yep.
It's got to have something for everybody.
I'll agree with that.
All right, we are going to move straight. No Skype calls. We're a little behind. We're going to move straight into the on the spot for the week.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. On the spot, you guys can submit your hard-hitting questions every week on our Twitter at the Level Up Network. Level spelled LVL. This week, the hard-hitting question comes from Straight Girl. Dear the Level Up Show. I messed it up there. What were your favorite internet web moments of 2015, last year?
Definitely not Ice Bucket Challenge.
That wasn't last year, was it?
Was it?
That couldn't have been last year.
Your voice kind of just cracked.
Yeah, I lost my voice for a second there. That couldn't have been last year.
That had to be 2014.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. God, that feels like forever ago at this point.
Yeah.
What were some big web moments of last year?
I don't remember at all.
I know.
Was there any?
I feel so out of touch right now. I can't think of.
I feel like I'm going to rely on the chat room for this one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I don't remember at all.
Oh, man,
help us out.
Let's see here. What were some viral moments from last year? Were there any?
I don't remember
big
anything.
viral moments from last year.
Here's the problem too. We don't really give a shit for the most.
No, I mean, I'll laugh at. You know what? Like something like Twitch plays Pokemon.
That wasn't 2015 though.
I think that was 2015.
You want to know what I just watched on YouTube, which was funny? Was what was her name? The girl Boxy. I watched them.
I remember her.
Remember Boxy?
I do. Boxy. Yeah. Is she still around?
Yeah. She did one of those things where teenagers view like her videos, and she watched how
she reacts to people.
Yeah, she reacted to people reacting.
The reactions to the Final Fantasy VII videos.
Yeah, just in general, like all the compilation of everything was amazing. I mean, not just the game trailers one, but you can find like 8-hour videos of like all these different Final Fantasy VII
reactions to things. It really does.
Everyone does. That's the thing right now. Everybody
so
loves reactions.
Awesome.
Tom Brady and his deflated balls, says Johnny Poolside. That's not a web moment. Like, no. what's like a web moment?
Right, had to be like something that went viral or something like that.
I do think Twitch Plays Pokemon was last year. I'm almost positive it was. And if it was, that's definitely one of my favorites.
Oh, if it was, then yeah.
Bob Ross.
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
Blew up out of nowhere.
Twitch took Bob Ross and did a full marathon of every single episode of Bob Ross.
All right. The blue gold dress.
Oh, yes.
That was so obnoxious.
Oh, that was the worst.
People getting old.
I was white gold.
Were you?
I saw blue black, man.
Yeah, I was white gold all the way.
Blue black.
Yeah, blue black.
That's still
see. I can understand people seeing blue black, but if you put the
dress into
a paint program and use like color tools and take the colors, it's gold and white.
The actual dress in reality was black and blue.
I know, but I'm just saying if you look at the RGB values, it's white and gold. Like, that is what they are. Like, you can't even deny that.
Stupid dress, man.
See, this is why Paul Walker's death is not a web moment, but it was
very
sad.
Web moment? That's so terrible.
It was very sad, though. I still feel sad about that. I heard they did a great job of paying tribute to him, though, in the final movie.
Yeah, that last scene is
insane. Did you see it?
I've seen the last scene.
Oh, okay.
And it's on
Watch
HBO
the movie.
now.
It's terrible.
Is it terrible?
Oh my god, it's the worst. I saw it, and I think I actually did see it with Danielle.
I heard that it was so outrageous.
I'm like looking at her like, what the fuck am I watching? Remember your reaction to Step Brothers the first time you saw it? That's exactly my reaction to this movie.
Yeah. Everybody's saying blue and black. I get that it actually is blue and black. I'm just saying that if you put that into paints, the RGB values of those two colors are not blue and black.
No, I get it. And like I said, I get why it was so
Was that last year? Kim Kardashian
with the
glazed donut ass
and that was pretty great. She broke the internet with that. So I agree that was
Hotline Bling. All the Hotline Bling videos, man. That was so good.
Now they're coming out.
The tennis racket.
Yes, that was a good one. That was a good meme. I will say that was a good meme. Oh man,
that was so good, man. The turtleneck.
Another one I love, but I don't think it's last year because it was like from season 3 of The Walking Dead. I love all the memes of Rick getting like low down and like looking at him in the face and crying. I love all the memes of that. It's so good. There's a lot of good ones. I can't even think of how many there are, but yeah.
Coral.
Hotline Bling is definitely good. That one's up there for sure.
That's probably one of the better
Hotline Bling was good stuff, man.
All right, I don't have anything else, but that was a good question. Brought back some memories.
Oh, the John Cena crap was that's so annoying now.
The champ.
Whenever you're watching a video and it'll be like
John Cena.
The champ is here. Yeah, I remember when. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. That annoyed the hell out of me. Whenever
everybody in the chat
was just like, "Is the champ here?"
And I'm just like, "Shut up!
I don't care about this. I don't watch wrestling. I don't care about John Cena. Stop it." All right,
stupid.
Long gone now, though. All right, commercial break, and then we are getting into the big one, the Level Up Bowl 2nd annual. So hold on tight, guys. We'll be back in approximately 60 seconds.
That said, Step Brothers is awesome.
Yeah, I liked it more later.
Slipknot, we haven't gone anywhere. We're on episode 110.
Yeah, all the RKO videos were pretty good too. You know, where he would just come out of nowhere and do the RKO. That was
Slipknot is an example of somebody that didn't realize us not being on live from PlayStation doesn't mean we stopped.
Yeah, we've been here the whole time. But Step Brothers was great. But the first time we saw it, it was just so obscure. Like I remember, where did we see it? The drive-in with everybody, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was Pineapple Express and Step Brothers, right?
Yeah.
That's what.
That's exactly what it was.
That the new Anchorman really was a letdown.
Yeah,
and I heard this new Zoolander is a big letdown.
Yeah,
those are lightning in a bottle movies.
They are.
Yeah, you can't recreate them.
Yeah. It's kind of just the same thing with Dumb and Dumber. You just can't recreate some things.
Like I heard that Zoolander was at least better than Anchorman. That was actually like entertaining. For most of it, it just wasn't as funny as the original.
And I did like moments of the new Dumb and Dumber. But it just there was something.
I heard Anchorman
missing.
There's something missing.
Yeah, it was something wrong.
Like I was gonna watch. They had the extended edition on Netflix, and I was gonna watch it, and I was told not to.
Of what?
Anchorman.
Anchorman, yeah. I watched it on the plane to Bermuda, and it wasn't good.
You know what the problem is that Jim Carrey acting like Lloyd Christmas. It's almost like Jim Carrey acting like that character now, as opposed to him just being a character. Because I've seen him interviewed, Jim Carrey, and I was laughing so hard at just, I can't remember what it was, but it was something that was relatively new. It was like filmed last year, and he was like being interviewed, and his delivery, his comic delivery of like things, and just like his natural sarcastic behavior and stuff, I was crying. I was laughing so hard. I was like, this is the Jim Carrey that we're missing right now. Like, why can't he just be like this all the time? And it's just, I wish he would just, he you know what the thing was? It reminds me of Liar Liar when in the outtakes, the woman calls him an overactor. And that's his biggest problem, is sometimes he needs to stop overacting and just be himself, like, more. And that's
I agree with that.
That's his biggest problem, I think, sometimes anymore.
Jeez, I can't believe people are bringing their kids to Deadpool.
That's insane. I've heard a couple
people
things
might
in
be
Deadpool.
Oh, did you see the review that Rick posted up online?
Yeah.
Like, that's just, I want to punch that person in the face. Like, you're an idiot. Are you like that dumb?
All right, let's get back here.
I can't wait for Tuesday though. Really
Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 110. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can follow us right now if you want to. Click that heart button live from PlayStation, bottom left-hand corner of your screen. We'll of course shout you out. Thank you to our most recent follows, which were TP, etc., Shooty, Alejandro, and Reapy Games. We also had a $10 donation from Dan Parker and a $1 patronage from Tempest. We appreciate all of that. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Let's get into the biggest part of the show.
We're gonna get copyrighted so
You
bad.
said this exact same thing last year.
Why are you running?
Because this is what I did last year. It's the same thing. We're just doing it all over again. All right, guys. Welcome to the second annual Level Up Bowl. We did this last year, and it was a lot of fun. We did greatest game of all time last year. Is what we did. No, I'm just going to put it into the bracket. Yeah, we have a bracket. It was posted out on our Twitter earlier if you want to look it up. That's going to be the bracket for greatest gaming protagonist of all time. There's 32 players in this tournament, so that means it's 4 or 5 rounds by the end of it all. We're going to have 31 battles. They're each going to be about 2 minutes long. So we're gonna move through this really quickly. I'm going to get my phone ready here because I got to do all these polls. Is what I'm going to have to do. So yeah, please go on our Twitter, guys. I posted it at around, I want to say 5 p.m. That is the link to the bracket if you want to tag along. But of course, we will have it up on the screen for you as well. All right, let's see here. All right, let's do this.
This first one's going to be rough.
What is the first one? We're about to find
ready?
out. Hold on, it's going to go up on the screen, so I'll just wait for it to pop up. Okay.
I mean, this is a rush one. A lot of them are going to be pretty rough. Some of them are going to be pretty easy, but a lot of them are going to be pretty rough.
And I'm going to pause it actually at the beginning because I do want to explain one thing about these battles. The first one is Link versus Crash Bandicoot. And the reason I want to pause that is because this is not a battle of who would win. Who has better powers.
Who is a better hero.
It is very simple.
Yes.
It's just down to the basics of who do you like more?
Yeah.
Who is the better character? And you decide the criteria for that. Does that mean like who has the better legacy? Who changed gaming? Who has the better story? Like it's just who is the better character for you in particular. So let me before even starting the video here, I'm just going to get this one at least typed in. It's going to be Link versus Crash Bandicoot.
That's Zelda.
He said Zelda?
He said that's Zelda.
That's Zelda.
Oh, God. The worst. That's the worst thing I've ever heard, I think.
I'm going Link.
Yeah, go ahead, guys. Discuss it.
Zelda for me.
So far, I mean, the chat seems pretty set, except for one person so far. Here, as a hero, as an individual, like my approach. Here's my approach. Why don't we say our approaches? Because my approach is going to be in the terms of an actual hero, someone that succeeded and did what they set out to do, has great moral value and great intentions and everything behind it. That's what I'm going to base my stuff on. Who, at the end of the day, if I had to choose this person to be in my world versus the other, who would I want to be there if some shit went down? In this case, then I'm going to base that solely off of Link fucks shit up.
Right.
Constantly, consistently, over and over again. Crash Bandicoot needs a magical mask to carry him through shit.
Yeah, see, I'm not going in that direction. For me, it's very simple here. I love Crash Bandicoot. I want them to come back.
Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. But Link is Link. Like, this is the hero of time, the hero of wind. Like this is a legacy character here. This is a character that's changed gaming. He has so much more importance than Crash does. Like, don't get me wrong, Crash started PlayStation, but Link, in a lot of ways, started Nintendo, just like with Mario.
Yeah.
This is an important character. I'm 100% on Link here.
Guys, if at the beginning you said you want one character or another, you have to still vote again. So make sure you vote. Make sure everybody votes. Yes. If you think you did it, just do it again, just to make sure. But make sure you vote for your character.
I know. It is so much closer than I thought it would be right now.
I know.
I'm so surprised. Keep voting, guys. Let's fight for Crash Bandicoot here. Why would Crash Bandicoot win this in any realm?
I don't know.
Would you say
the world?
No, as a character.
No, so there's a charm in it. There's a nostalgia value.
Yes,
you want to go with that? Let's go with that route.
First of all, what even is he? Animal.
He's a bandicoot.
That's an animal.
It's an animal.
Bandicoot's an animal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then. I believe you.
He does, and he knows how to ride jet skis and planes. And
he does a lot.
He does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's
very
good.
Whereas Link is pretty much set on the ground, and he knows how to ride a warthog or whatever that thing was.
Horse.
I forgot.
He's good on
Crash
horse.
Bandicoot Warped was one of my favorite games. I loved it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think a detriment to Crash is that after 3, pretty much all of his games sucked.
Right.
That's a huge detriment to that character, I would say. Would you agree with that?
I 100%
didn't even know that there were more than 3.
Okay, here's the results, guys, of who wins in this battle. It is very close. Very close.
Came out on top.
But Link came out on top, so I'm going to put that into the bracket here. Link is the winner of the very first battle of this competition.
There you go.
So we're off to a good start. I will agree with that one there. That's for sure. All right, moving on. The next battle
one is going to be Jack and Daxter versus Alucard.
This is a kind of weird one, right?
Some of these are going to be really obscure.
Right.
And you're really going to have to poll, like, who overall did you enjoy more? Me personally, as weird as this is, I was actually bigger into Castlevania growing up than I was into Jack and Daxter. I never played Jack and Daxter.
Okay.
Never played through it. So they have, like, no attachment to me, at all. And it kind of sucks because I feel like I might have chosen them.
Castlevania looks really neat.
Castlevania's great.
I
mean, this guy keeps coming back and killing Dracula and a bunch of other demons. He's beaten death on a number of times. This guy can fuck shit up.
I want to ask Anthony something here. Have you ever realized what Alucard is as far as the name itself?
Dracula.
There we go.
It's Dracula in reverse. Yeah. I always thought that was funny, and I love when people don't realize that, and then they do, and they're like, "What?"
It makes me think of Scrubs, Dr. Acula.
It's a great sketch. Yeah. For me, this is 100% Jack and Daxter, and that's purely out of my love for that series.
Yeah. I don't know enough about. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it looks really neat, Castlevania, but I only ever played one game, and it had a really cool vibe to it, real dark and really gothic kind of vibe.
Well, Symphony of the Night is considered one of the greatest games.
It's one of my favorite
games.
That
I'm thinking
I actually have it still. I forgot all about it. I'm so happy about that.
You had that. I think you had
yeah, I have it. And it really is one of the best games.
I played just a smidgen of it, and it was really neat.
But even the ones that they created for the DS were great. The first game that was created for the DS, I can't remember the name of it anymore. The second one was Portrait of Ruin, but I can't remember the first one. The first one was my favorite. I actually liked it better than Symphony of the
Here's the results, because this one is not even close. Jack and Daxter with...
That makes me sick.
81% of the vote. We have a very dominant PlayStation fan base here, so that makes a lot of sense. But yes, I completely agree with you guys there. Jack and Daxter is a great series. I like Jack and Daxter better than Ratchet and Clank, personally, myself. I think that I would love to have them come back, but I don't want Naughty Dog to do it.
Right, they're done. They've had their time.
I think Sanzaro would do a good job, but at the same time, I think Sanzaro would do a good job with Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, and that's who I'm hoping actually picks up the remake.
If these rumors are true, right? I would love for Sanzaro, who did a great job with Sly Cooper. I think it would be great for them to come back. Next up, let's see what the battle is here.
Next one is going to be Samus Aran versus Jill Valentine.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like there's zero contest there.
Samus would
destroy Jill Valentine.
I bet you Greg would fight that.
Dude, Greg would fight anything because he's weird.
He loves Resident Evil.
I mean, listen, I do not want to undercut Jill Valentine. I think she was great at what she did, but she's just a very good agent. Whereas Samus Aran, again, saved the fucking universe.
I'll never forget when I found out that Samus was a hot blonde chick. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's one of the defining video game moments.
Mine was blown.
And that's why I think Samus needs to win this for many reasons. One of them being she's one of those legacy Nintendo characters. Mm-hmm. She's a strong feminine character, in my opinion, more so than Jill Valentine.
Well, no, Brad, you're dead to me.
And that twist, the twist of her being a female,
right?
If you even want to call it that, it was a powerful thing back then when you had primarily male protagonists, and still do for the most part.
They still are. You want to talk about a movie they should make? That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be. I think
that would be actually pretty cool as a CGI movie. Yeah. Like a cartoony, not cartoony, but like a very animated CGI.
I think the problem with Samus is that she hasn't had a great game in such a long time.
No, the last one that she had was awful.
Metroid Prime is probably the last great...
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 2 would probably be the last great Metroid game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Even Metroid Prime 3 was fine, but yeah, the other one, whatever it was, like Metroid something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what.
This one seems to be pretty dominated. It's not even close, as you guys can probably see in the chat. It is not even close.
So we can just do the poll.
I mean, Jill, she was in Resident Evil 5, and she's had her reboots recently, but I don't know. I wanted to have female protagonists in this, so I was trying to find the main ones, and Jill Valentine definitely does belong in this competition.
Yeah, I agree. So, like I said, I don't want to take anything away from her.
She just went up against somebody who was going.
Yeah, she went up against somebody really tough.
Bad draw for Jill Valentine.
Yeah, I mean the seeds are what determined this. So she had a bad draw there. But let's see, you guys voted, and the results are Samus Aran versus Jill Valentine. It is 83% for Samus Aran. Not a surprise.
No,
Completely understand that.
Relieved me a little bit.
Next up
is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog versus Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, no.
At the very end, Jill Valentine made a little bit of a comeback, I just want to say.
Yeah, she kicked it up a bit.
Yeah, she kicked it up at the end there. Somebody must have been watching and be like, no, I won't allow this.
I don't know. Ooh, Dave's back. No Male Gamer.
Hey, Dave, how you doing, man? Welcome back.
I missed you.
All right, so we got Sonic versus Banjo-Kazooie. And
I don't know.
Gabriel, we are not taking calls. Okay.
That's easily. Come on, that's Sonic all the way.
Here we go. Sonic
I don't
the Hedgehog.
know, man.
Now, this is a tough one.
Yeah, I'm actually torn.
This is a really tough one. And this was the video I was talking about earlier. This is the CGI opening to 2006 terrible Sonic game. But the CGI opening is actually pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
This is a tough one. Because Sonic hasn't had a great game in forever.
But
he's
gone from, the jungle to the random fields to Metropolis to underwater caverns to space. He fought a clone of himself. He's able to go Super Saiyan with his cousin.
He is, yeah.
He can do some stuff. But
Super
that said,
Saiyan.
Banjo-Kazooie can fly.
I think it's interesting. You're so much different than me. You bring it to like actual battles. For me,
I'm not doing battles. I'm saying who would do. Like I said at the beginning, my stance is going to be if things went down, who would I want having my back?
Okay, that's an interesting take on this. I will say, just because when I think of greatest gaming protagonist, I think of it to the heart of it. Like just who is the better character, like who has the better story, who is the more important character. Sonic, I feel, is the more important character. This is the mascot of Sega. Like,
okay, I get that.
Granted, he hasn't had a great game in how long, but this is an important character and had amazing games. Sonic 1, 2, and 3, Sonic and Knuckles, all excellent games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my opinion. Banjo-Kazooie, the only one I ever played was the very first one.
And that was great, too.
And it was great. It really was great. I haven't played Nuts and Bolts. I never played Banjo-Tooie or anything like that. But I can understand the appeal to that. I can understand people.
At the end of the day, I'm going to go with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
But it's tough. I mean, Banjo-Kazooie, pretty great.
Yeah. So. All right, let's find the results here. And the results are not that close.
No. Okay, good.
Sonic the Hedgehog wins with 73% of the vote. Very good. So far, I think it's everything I would have picked. You guys have been picking.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this.
Next up.
God, this is
a tough one for me personally, just because I have a huge fondness for Chrono and Chrono Trigger, but it's Mario.
It's Mario, yeah, and this is the one time where I think I'm going to break my stance. As better off as we'd be if Chrono was saving our world versus Mario, I feel like I'm just gonna have to go with Mario because Mario.
Plumber, though.
Huh?
He's like a magic plumber.
Yeah, I guess.
He just eats mushrooms and does crazy shit when he's high. Apparently,
it is the truth, isn't it?
So I don't know.
You don't really put that together until you're older. He eats mushrooms.
He just eats mushrooms and function up when he's
Chrono Trigger is my favorite RPG on Super Nintendo. I like it even more than Final Fantasy VI. And what I love about Chrono is he goes back to that old school silent protagonist. There are certain games that do that right. I don't think it's very easy to accomplish that anymore. Like I'm starting to think Link should have a voice in Zelda and all that kind of stuff. But I was fond of the silent protagonist back in like the Super Nintendo era. Chrono is probably my favorite of the silent protagonists.
Isn't like Cloud like a borderline?
No, not at all.
Silent protagonist.
No, see that's the thing is a lot of people look at Cloud as like this emo character, and that's what he kind of became in Advent Children and later on. But in Final Fantasy VII, he was a sarcastic asshole, and he actually had a lot of humor to him. They changed that a lot in the later Final Fantasy iterations of 7, but I hope they bring that back for the remake. That's not what we're talking about here, though.
I'm glad to see there's actually a lot more Chrono votes than there are for Mario.
I'm really happy to see that.
I want Mario to win
for
my own personal nostalgia's sake, and I just love Mario, but Chrono would fuck shit up.
I want it to be close, at least, but I don't think it's going to be close, though. Like, this is Mario. This is the founding father, almost, of video games. You know what I mean?
It made me yell last year for the game when it lost.
Yeah, what did it lose?
I can't remember one of them.
It was Super Mario Brothers, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Lost. What won last year? Was it the last of us?
I think it was Mario 64.
Yes, Super Mario 64 went up against The Last of Us, and Last of Us won. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, and they kind of shows
Cloud over Emo Cloud.
Yeah, Asshole Cloud's the best. He's awesome, and I hope that's what they go for. In
what's a chrono? Said Johnny Poolside.
You die. You die.
Damn.
You die and you go to hell.
You die and you go to hell, Ricky Bobby.
All right, let's see the results here. They're not close.
No?
You guys know what it's going to be.
All right, good.
And
I think it's closer than I thought. There's a lot of people that went into this thinking that they were going to get no votes for Chrono.
I'm glad Chrono got some votes at least.
Wow, there's a lot more people that voted. Normally it's been about 15 people that vote.
Yeah, we're gradually getting some more people in the room. We're up to 79 people now. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Don't forget to hit that follow button. The heart button live from PlayStation if you like what we're doing here. That way you'll get notifications when we do go live, and we will of course shout you out. The next battle
decided this one.
This is the way the seeds fell.
God, Marcus Phoenix versus Lara Croft.
Yes.
I mean, Jesus. I don't know what
this is a male versus female, which makes it interesting, right?
But it's not even like the same in any way.
They both rate two
Gears of War.
Yeah. I mean, Lara Croft 100% wins for me on this.
You think so?
I don't care two shits about Marcus Phoenix.
I mean, he's a very one-dimensional character in my opinion.
Yeah.
So as far as the character goes,
I
mean, I don't know.
LOL, Marcus, leave. Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling Lara Croft is going to kill it on this one because of our primarily PlayStation audience. They don't care at all about Gears of War. I mean, I understand what Gears of War is. I know it's one of the biggest franchises for Xbox.
So, I mean, I get why people love it. I never was that big into it, even though I played all the games for it.
I don't think people like Gears of War for the character of Marcus Phoenix.
I don't know who just said it, but I do agree. I did love that freaking chainsaw gun, man.
No, that's all great.
That was the coolest aspect of Gears of War.
Yeah, but how dumb is that? Like, whoops, I fell. There goes my leg.
Yeah, it was it was so impractical, but it was really neat. It was so neat to go up to somebody and be like, and just like saw them in half with your freaking.
This is by far the biggest landslide.
Oh my god, it's going to be. There's only been one.
I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, there's one
90%.
Yeah, it's over 90%.
I think it's like 96% for Lara Croft right now.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Gears of War is a cool game, but yeah.
What's an Xbox?
What's an Xbox? That's crazy. Like, and this was a great cinematic. You know, the Mad World cinematic,
Mad World, and Into Dust. Yeah, two of my favorite cinematics I've ever seen.
Those are all really cool. Don't get me wrong. I just think that Marcus Phoenix is not what makes Gears of War special. Their reboot of Lara Croft is really well done. They've done a great job with that character.
Yeah, no, that would have been interesting.
Up with was sticking with Microsoft exclusivity for a year.
All right, so here's the actual results, guys. Here's what you had to say.
96.
Lara Croft versus
pretty close.
Lara Croft, Nathan Drake would have been interesting.
95%.
All right. There we go.
19 to 1.
Who was the one person?
Evident Hair was the one person who said Marcus Phoenix. And I think he was just trying to be different. That's my opinion on it. All right, let's fast forward a little bit here. I don't need it. I'm just going to move it a little ahead. There we go. Let me rewind it so you get the bwong.
Oh, God.
Oh,
God.
Oh, God.
Marcus Phoenix. Or, sorry, not Marcus Phoenix. Dante versus Solid Snake.
We know where Andrew is going here.
We all know where I'm going with this one. Although I understand Dante is a great character.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of people. I don't know, man. This is going to be pretty rough.
Devil May Cry, man. I'll never forget when that game came out.
Solid Snake. Come on now. This guy went through a lot. This is a hero in every sense of the word. He has one of the best stories in all video games. Dante is just a smug asshole, and I get that's subjective.
Dante is the child of one of the most powerful.
Yeah, I understand.
Demon gods.
He's powerful, but he's not a hero in the same sense that Solid Snake is
an anti-hero.
We're talking about gaming protagonists.
Mm-hmm.
Solid Snake is the epitome of protagonists. He's a hero in every sense of the word. That's why I'm going with Solid Snake.
Is he always a hero? Andrew?
Yes, he's a tool of the government, which makes him an even more attractive hero because he suffers. This is the guy that suffers.
Oh, and Dante doesn't know suffering?
Country.
You sound like
I'm talking about Solid Snake. He suffers for his country.
And Dante suffers in life.
You're channeling your inner Glickman right now.
I'm just saying. I think Solid Snake is a much better hero than Dante.
Big Boss is better than Solid Snake.
No, he's not. Not even close. I like Big Boss. Don't get me wrong, but Solid Snake is
I don't know, man. Dante is pretty fucking great for the world.
He's badass. Dante is badass. I will 100% agree with that. I love
there's swords
him eating pizza while killing demons. You know, that's all
No,
cool.
forget that shit. That didn't happen.
That's all well and good.
That didn't happen.
He doesn't just do that in the reboot. He does that in the other ones too. He loves his pizza.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Does he?
Yeah, he loves pizza. There's the very beginning of Devil May Cry 3, he's like spinning on a pizza box, killing demons. Like, I love all that. I just, like, the corniness is kind of what takes it away from me, though. Like,
but that said, he also saved the fucking universe.
Well, Solid Snake saved the world.
Oh, okay. How convenient.
That's important.
It's like a marble in a bag of marbles.
Yeah, but the world is more personal. That's us.
Oh, okay.
That's us. He
but
said.
if the universe is gone,
who cares?
We're all gone anyway. So he saved us as well. He saved the world.
That sounds very selfish, Andrew. That doesn't sound
Thank
like something
you.
that
Let's
Hero would ever say. We don't care about everybody else.
No.
We just care about us.
That's right, bitches. Solid Snake with 60%.
Oh,
of the
that was
votes.
actually reasonably close.
It was reasonably close, but you guys made the right decision. So far,
The
every
worst.
single decision you guys have made has been the right one.
Shut up. That's
No,
not even true.
Every single one so far has been right. They have
For you.
even Mario. Like, I'll agree with Mario. I'm not going to fight that. That's the way it should have been. All right, hold on a sec here. I need to.
Hold on a second.
God, this is a really obscure one.
All right, next
This is even
up.
more obscure than Marcus Phoenix versus Tomb Raider. We have next up Sackboy versus Tifa.
Yes.
What?
Tifa Lockhart versus Sackboy.
Why is this even a thing?
The luck of the draw.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Anthony,
Actually, this is
we're
tough
playing
one.
games. Stop Tindering.
I would probably go with Tifa just because I love Final Fantasy VII that much, and I think she's a strong feminine character. Sackboy to play that side. Sackboy, I feel like, is the best mascot that Sony could choose for PlayStation at the moment.
I don't even know how to even approach this conversation right now. I really
What's
don't.
your gut saying?
Dude, no one half the room doesn't know what is going on right now. Oh, and by the way,
like,
everybody's
what?
saying swipe left.
No,
Swipe left.
man, this girl is so hot. Dude, I cannot believe I
It shows
matched.
off the rails now.
Oh my god, I love it.
Angel, look how freaking cute this girl is.
Yes, she's very cute.
I match with this girl right now.
Awesome sauce.
That's
Oh
because
my
you haven't
God.
talked to her yet.
She's insane.
Awesome sauce.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway, I don't know, man. I mean, Tifa is amazing. Sackboy is so cool, though.
I feel like we need to give some like female protagonists some attention. And I feel
That
like
doesn't
Tifa's
mean okay. That's affirmative action. Then.
one of the ones that deserves it though. Like, she is badass. Like, she is a strong
Oh, 'cause
character.
Lara Croft
Look at
didn't
this here.
deserve
She's
it?
beating the shit out of this guy. I love it.
But Lara Croft didn't deserve it.
The reason I would fight for Sackboy is, like, as I said, I feel
Sackboy
like
would tear Tifa up.
besides that, Sackboy's a great mascot. I feel like Sackboy's the best mascot
Right.
Sony could choose. More than Kratos, more than Solid Snake.
More than Crash Bandicoot.
Well, Crash Bandicoot's not Sony anymore. But
it was.
If Crash Bandicoot comes back, then I think Crash should be the spokesman of Sony. They should go back to the old commercials with the guy
dressed in the fucking
yes,
Crash
100%.
Bandicoot
That's what they
suit.
should do.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go Tifa.
This is close.
But Sackboy is awesome. I mean, he's also saved the universe.
Yes.
From the vacuum.
Yes. Not the universe. The what's it called?
I don't remember.
It's like the Creativerse or the
Yeah, that's right.
The oh my god, I can't think of the name of it. But yes, he creates some verse. It's a tie right now, guys.
Is it really?
We need more votes.
Get out of here.
A few more
It's a
votes.
tie,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
It's a tie. And this is such a weird battle that it's like hard for people to choose, I guess, right?
Because it's so obscure. It has neither has any relevance. All right, we got one more vote.
That's the deciding
That's the
factor
deciding
right there.
fac-
Oh! I clicked it.
No, we had two right at the end.
Technically, Sackboy wins. Oh, I know what? I need to go in the bracket too and put all these.
Dude, look at the votes we had at the end.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
Tifa came in at the very end. What do you think I should do? Should I put Tifa in?
I don't know, dude. We have a bunch of votes at the end for Tifa.
Okay, yeah. Tifa looks like she came out on top at the end. All right, I had to put all these in. So Jack and Daxter won.
Yes. We had Jack and Daxter.
Samus were one.
Then Samus.
And then Sonic.
Then Sonic.
Hold on.
All right.
Sonic.
Andrew, am
And
I
then
allowed?
Mario.
Then Mario.
Andrew,
then
GFN asked to see
Lara
a
Croft.
picture of this girl. Am I allowed to
No,
No.
you 100% you should not do that.
No.
That would be terrible of you. Solid Snake. And then we had Tifa.
Tifa.
You know what's really funny is so far the first person in each battle has won every single one. Like the left side has won every single battle so far.
It better continue for the next one.
Oh, we'll find out. All right. So next up, hold on, let me get the video going here. Next up
is going to be Cloud Strife versus not Luke but Clementine.
Yes.
What? Because reasons.
Reasons.
Oh my god. I mean, dude, alright, let's just go into it. I'm going to go first for the underdog in this. Clementine is a badass. And I'm just starting to play her character more and more now. She is growing into a world that is chaotic and obscure and just fucked up. And she's handling it pretty damn well. And she's kind of like the leading part of this world. She's actually teaching these adults how to act and handling shit on their own. Heck, I know the ending of season 2, and she's basically going to handle a big responsibility on her own.
Very curious what decision you're going to make there.
I'm going to make that one. Because that's the way I want season 3 to start.
Okay. You're going to make the decision I made?
Yes.
Okay.
This is going to be like a landslide
I mean,
here.
it's fucking Cloud.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
He's in Super Smash Brothers. Let's be honest.
Like, Clementine's seen some shit. Cloud hasn't seen shit.
Oh my god.
Cloud,
he's a soldier.
His mentor die,
saving him,
and then went to save the universe, even though he thought he couldn't do it. You want to talk about seeing some shit? I don't know, man.
Also, watched the love of his life died as well.
Right. Oh yeah.
And he had to take on one of the most badass villains in the history of villains.
100%.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
And
Some would beat his emo ass. What shit are you smoking?
Rick, you are going to lose this one.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man.
You are going to lose this one hard.
I mean, I'm Team Beast and all, but dude, why?
Let me say, we have 85 people in the room. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We are doing the second annual Level Up Bowl for the greatest gaming protagonist of all time. If you like what we're doing here at any point, we're on every single week with gaming talk shows and game streams. So hit that follow button in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, the hearts. Your name will pop up on the TV, and we will, of course, shout you out.
Can you imagine if at the end you have to choose between Tifa and Cloud?
That would be tough.
That'd be the worst.
Sephiroth is more powerful than Cloud, though, right?
Well, no. Technically, Cloud is more powerful since he wins.
No, I think that was just strategy and cockiness. And
Cloud becomes like uber powerful by the end. They're both infused with Mako and Genova cells, so they kind of are similar in a lot of ways. Cloud, of course, did win that with 70% of the vote.
I'm good with that.
All right, so let me put that into the brackets.
God.
All right, so Cloud wins against Clementine. And the next battle is going to be...
The next battle is going to be Ellie versus Ratchet and Clank.
Thank you, Dr. Zune, for the follow.
Why? Why couldn't it be Ellie versus Clementine?
That would be been good, right? I guess.
that probably would have made more sense.
That probably would have made more sense, I guess. Is that what Bracket Cloud wanted?
Oh my god.
Ratchet and Clank versus Ellie. This is a tough one. That's what I wanted, though. I wanted some tough ones.
I mean, I love Ellie. I think she's great.
First of all, she's not only going up against Ratchet, she's going up against Ratchet and Clank.
Yes, they're kind of like
Ellie,
one thing.
Ellie handled a universe better than anybody else and was willing to, I mean, spoiler alert, but it's been out for 2 years, so fuck you. She was willing to sacrifice herself to save the world, or possibly even save the world, just on a whim that she could.
Mm-hmm.
So she was okay with it. But...
Ratchet and Clank all the way.
I don't know, man. I mean, she did. She helped Joel, when he fell on a spike.
True.
She handled herself. She almost got raped.
She did.
I mean, she's seen some shit just like Clementine.
I think what makes Ellie so special is she's one of the few young female protagonists, Clementine being the other one, that is just really a strong character in every sense of the word. She's interesting character. She's, spoiler alert, she's progressive, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the first lesbian characters in gaming.
Right.
Recently at least. I think there's a lot of really strong aspects to her, and I think she has one of the best stories in gaming. It's just surrounding her, both in The Last of Us and also in Left Behind.
That said, Ratchet and Clank. I mean, dude, the Groovatron, Mr. Groovatron, or Mr.
Zircon.
Zircon.
They
as
have
well
such
as the
powerful
Groovatron
weapons
gun.
and
I mean, they're
everything.
so awesome. Mr. Zircon. Mr. Zircon.
First of all, when Clank like grows and everything.
Oh my god!
Come
on. I love
so
Ratchet and Clank. I like Jak and Daxter more, but Ratchet and Clank is one of those series I grew up on with the PlayStation 2.
I hate that Greg has never played this series yet.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of my favorite things. I'm waiting for the next I'm hoping that like the remake of this movie, into a game, is great again.
It looks great.
I don't know. I know it's not going to win, but Ratchet and Clank should.
I don't know.
Win,
I think
it's close.
I think Ratchet and Clank is more fun than Jak and Daxter.
I don't know. I like them both. I like
Guys,
more.
Get your vote in there for Ratchet and Clank.
Oh God, I had to call it, but it was close. It was really close.
That makes me sick.
54% for Ellie.
There's my big upset.
Very close battle.
It's my big upset. I hate you all. You guys are the worst.
All right, hold on. Let me put in the
How trendy. We're going to go with the cool girl to win.
It's all right.
Even though it doesn't make any sense.
Ellie is not going to win the whole thing.
No, Ellie's not going to win the whole thing.
Ratchet and Clank wouldn't have either, but still.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, moving on.
You want to see them go deep, but you
battle
know they have no shot of winning.
Next battle is Kratos versus Cole McGrath.
Yes.
Of Infamous.
This is an interesting one.
I like it. I think it sucks because I know who's going to win at the end of this.
Well, I'm very vocal about how much I hate Kratos, so I hate that
he's a dislikable character.
God, I hate that character so much.
But that said, depending on what you choose, so is Cole McGrath.
Yes, like this well, here's the thing. The second Infamous, I like Cole.
Yes.
The first, I don't.
So, I mean, God of War, you have to... So here's God of War, all right? You have Kratos, who is just a war machine, hell-bent on conquering everything.
He's an unstoppable force.
He basically got coerced into killing his own family, and that's why he is white. He wears his family's ashes and is out for revenge on the gods.
For manipulating
realistically,
him.
He's like that Deus Ex Machina character. He should win the entire thing because he's like this unstoppable character. Like,
if we're going by
cannot be defeated.
Power, yes, Kratos is maybe the most powerful character that we've seen.
But said, as far as a redeemable, great character to get behind, Cole McGrath is. As long as you play, again, the good value of it.
There are no redeemable qualities to Kratos. He's just
that's not true. I mean,
that's not true.
Yeah, I think there are some redeemable ones, but
he does have a soft spot for like young girls because of his daughter. Right. So you see that in the third game. You finally see a little bit of a soft side to him. But yes, he's intentionally a dislikable character in a lot of ways. That being said, he's one of those characters that is a mascot for PlayStation.
Yeah. And I'll agree with it, but
I hate that.
But Cole McGrath is, in my opinion, the clear winner in this. You have a guy who was thrown into responsibility that he didn't want.
Yep.
And instead of just giving in to becoming what he saw as the inevitable future, he chose to take his own path and go against that.
Yeah. If you're going with his good ending in Infamous 2, I think that's such a strong ending too. Not just for the character, but just in general. Like, that's a really great game. The story it tells, the way it closes. Spoiler alert, yes, he sacrifices himself at the end to destroy the beast.
The good ending is one of the greatest endings to a game in my opinion.
I love the good ending to Infamous 2.
Like he basically sacrifices himself to kill this giant beast that's essentially destroying city by city by city to find these mutants and everything like that.
Yeah. And
he sacrifices himself, but then the little end credit scene is they do a send off with him and they put him on a boat out to sea, and at the very end, right before it goes off, you just see a lightning strike hit the boat.
Yes, so maybe he will come back. But the winner is
power was lightning.
Oh dang! I was not expecting that.
I was very happy.
70%.
I was seeing it in the thing, so I was like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised. I thought Kratos would do better than that.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that much of a landslide.
I think that people enjoy the God of War games for
but I think they
the
can see
function
that
of them, but they just don't like that character. I hope a lot of people don't like that character.
No, a lot of people dislike that character. He's not likable intentionally.
All right, next up we have Donkey Kong versus Sora.
Another weird one.
This is so random and obscure.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know, man. We got Donkey Kong, who's just a big giant ape that was originally known for stealing women and climbing up pipes.
I think for Donkey Kong, this comes more down to his games.
Yes.
His games are great.
Yes, I agree.
And that's what we're going to focus on when it comes to him. Because otherwise...
Not anybody else, though. Dude, it's almost I've seen like 2 things for it, and that's it. So guys, make sure you're voting, by the way. Just writing the word is not going to vote for anything. You have to actually
use the interact button.
So use interact to vote for the
Sora's making a comeback now.
No, Sora was the only one that was
voting. Oh, I saw a lot of Donkey Kong.
No, you saw like 2 words of Donkey Kong, but like all votes were.
I'm gonna get some hate for this, but I always
told you.
Now that's Sora's Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yeah.
I always thought that they were like the weakest of the games that you really like.
Really?
Kingdom Hearts were one of the greatest.
I thought like Chrono Trigger was much more interesting, and Final Fantasy was much more interesting.
I can't remember. Are you a big Disney fan though?
I do like Disney. I just thought they were just kind of kiddie.
Well, yes, they are Disney.
It's Disney related.
They have a very.
You can
there's a pretty dark story going on in there too.
Yeah.
So you can actually, if you want to get into like serious storytelling, Kingdom Hearts definitely has it. There's a lot of sacrifice and it's because it's very kiddie, alluded to love interests and everything like that. So it's not really expressed in the way that you would want it.
I think there's like a joke going on where anybody who's trying to vote for Donkey Kong is intentionally doing it wrong. So I don't know.
Guys, you're not voting for Donkey Kong in the right way.
Let's not even prolong this.
No, it's not even going to matter.
Whoops, let me put them. There you go. The results are... They'll pop back up in a second. The guy canceled. Here we go. The results are... 100%.
Jesus
Sora.
Christ.
Not even close.
Yeah, man.
I'm surprised, actually. I just thought that was actually going to be really close.
You should have let it go a little bit longer. Maybe it would have gotten close.
No, there was not. There, even for people just writing it in.
I mean, this is a strong character for Nintendo. But that being said,
all right. Next up is Gordon Freeman versus Mega Man.
What?
What did you do?
Half-Life 2 is considered one of the greatest games of all time.
Right, but what were you doing when you made this?
You see the characters as like in rank of who you think is going to win. I put them all in order of like who I thought would win, and it seeds them, and this is what it did.
All right. God, this is so obscure. All right, so first off, we're gonna go with Mega Man. A cyborg, essentially.
Yep.
Created by
Dr. Wily.
Wily, thank you. No, isn't that the bad guy?
Wily's the bad guy. Dr.
Yeah, it's the other one.
Oh my god, I can't remember.
God, it's gonna bug me. And Dean would be the perfect one to ask about that.
Yes, but he's
Gordon Freeman, man.
Not Morgan Freeman. Gordon Freeman.
I know, that's very close, isn't it?
You gotta remember too, guys, let's put it this way. If it wasn't for Gordon Freeman, we would never have Portal.
Right.
So, put that into perspective.
Or Half-Life. I mean, Half-Life is a very important
I mean, Half-Life
game.
is great, but there's a lot of people. I feel like there's more people here that remember Portal than Half-Life.
Yeah.
I feel like Half-Life was something before a lot of these people's time. So if a vote against a vote for Mega Man is actually a vote against Portal. I'm just gonna put that out
right.
there.
A lot of Mega Man's going on right now. Let's just wrap it up here because it's clear what's going to win this one.
That's sickening. But I'm okay with it because I want Mega Man to win anyway.
Mega Man wins with 84% of the votes. Congratulations, Mega Man, you win. All right, we are almost done with the first round. We have
3 more.
3 more battles, and then we're moving on to the second round. Mega Man wins. And let's fast forward a little bit.
This is going to be tough, and people are going to hate you right now.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
This is going to be probably the worst one.
Dean is the one who asked for this.
Yeah.
He asked for this to happen.
Nathan Drake.
Hold on. Let it play out. People need the bwong. It's very important that people get the bwong.
Nathan Drake versus Joel from Last of Us.
Dang.
This is tough because
people are going to be
it's
mad.
2 Naughty Dog protagonists.
Right, and 2 of the stronger ones at that in general.
Yes.
We got to let this one go for a little bit because I'm curious to see how this is going to
Everybody's like, no. Guys.
This is going to be a tough one.
Go
ahead.
Finally, a
Nathan
real
Drake versus Joel.
I don't know,
real
man.
head-to-head.
Here's my opinion. I am not a huge fan always of Nathan Drake.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like Joel as a character, and I feel like he plays to me because he probably is what I would like to imagine I would be if I had lost my daughter in the same way.
Here's the 2 sides for me. I'm probably pretty close to you. Nathan Drake is a better character in that he has a trilogy of great adventure games. He's more likable. Just the Uncharted games in general are very enjoyable, entertaining experience. And Nathan Drake is just hilarious and charming.
Yeah, he's funny. He's witty.
Everybody loves Nathan Drake. On the other side of it, even though Joel is not necessarily likable, his story is really one of the best arcs I've ever seen in gaming, and it really does ballsy things. We all, I think, know what Joel does.
Crazy Legs, what are you doing that you haven't played either one of those games?
Wow.
I mean, I'm not.
That's crazy.
That's so out there.
Get on that. But yeah, the closure of Joel's story is so phenomenal and so ballsy that it almost makes me want to vote for him just for that reason alone.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. This is a
I
really tough
have
one.
to go with, honestly, I'm just going to go with who I personally want more.
Yeah.
I want Joel. Nathan Drake is a very flawed individual. He's chosen...
It's relatively close, but I don't think it's going to be...
Yeah, it's not going to make me happy.
I think I'd go with Nathan Drake.
I'll give you guys another 15 seconds here.
He abandoned his child to go find fake treasure.
I've abandoned my child. I've abandoned my boy.
Wow.
Everybody know that's from?
There will be blood, man. He's pulling
and it's not, dude. You can't do it. It doesn't.
Can you do the milkshake, Ange?
What?
Do milkshake?
Yeah, I can do milkshake.
Do
it. Should I?
Come on.
Do we need to pause this? Let's give you guys a little bit more time to vote on this while I go through this.
Are you gonna do the whole thing or just the line?
I guess I'll try and do. I'm trying to think of how it starts. Okay. Imagine you have a milkshake.
Keep going.
And your milkshake is across the room, and my straw goes into your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
Is that good?
I've abandoned my child. I'm Daniel Clean. I'm an oil man, and this is my son, HW.
I gotta watch that again. I think it's still on Netflix, actually.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right, and the results are. That made me lightheaded.
I don't even care who wins anymore. That was just perfect.
Nathan Drake with 60%. That's what I thought would happen, but that's the toughest one so far. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
All right, let me put that into the bracket. All right.
Oh man.
Nathan Drake wins.
That was so great. Can we just do that like every show from now on?
We could try. Next up is.
All right. Next up we have Master Chief versus Fox McCloud.
I think this one kind of works. Actually.
Why?
Two space marine type characters.
What?
Fox
I've
McCloud
never
all the
heard Fox McCloud be described as a space marine.
I don't know. I thought this actually worked. This one. I was happy with
Fox McCloud all the way.
Yeah, I agree.
Come on now.
You think so?
I think Fox.
Well,
McCloud.
Master Chief is
completely
so
disagree. No, Master Chief.
Master Chief's so boring.
Why?
I don't know. He just is.
Why?
I'm not getting into it. I don't know.
Go ahead. No, I want you to. You have time.
I just think he is. I don't know. There's just something.
Because reasons?
He is kind of just a generic space marine, right?
Yeah, he's
no,
just
not really. Actually, when you get down to, it, especially
he's just a heroic guy. Like, he cannot be stopped.
I'll tell you right now, he is the most selfless person in the entire universe.
Yeah, I mean, he's been genetically created to be that way, though, right?
It's a talking fucking fox, dude. Talk about genetically created. I mean,
he's a Nintendo character. We got a ton of weird shit going on there.
I mean, oh my god,
he's like Rocket Raccoon, man.
Yeah, he is kind of like Rocket Raccoon.
Don't get me wrong, I love Fox. I love Star Fox. I love the entire thing. That said, Master Chief is far and clear the better hero of anything else. Master Chief...
He's the more heroic character.
He sacrifices himself for the existence of man. He puts himself in... I mean... Dude, I don't know. There's no arguing it in my opinion.
I've never been that into Halo.
Michael Bay creation. He really is.
Like Star Fox 64. Oh man, I freaking love that game. That's the best.
Like I said, I love Star Fox.
Yeah.
I don't even think this is debatable. We know who's winning this.
Yeah, it kind of makes me
it's not too close. Let's just get to it. And the results are...
You guys suck.
The results are you guys suck. No, the results are Fox McCloud with 72% of the vote. And is that the final round, or is there one more?
One more.
One more battle in this round.
This is going to be fun.
Fox McCloud wins in that battle. And the final battle of round one. Let's try and fast forward a little bit. Here we go.
Final round is Kirby versus Yoshi.
This is a good one, right?
This is gonna be funny, man.
Wow,
dude, talk about two almost identical characters.
They both suck something in and spit it back
shit
out.
it back, or well, one vomits.
One shits and one vomits. Yeah.
One shits, one vomits.
Oh man.
To put in less Nintendo terms.
Oh,
all right,
man.
so we got Kirby versus Yoshi.
Oh man, I don't know. You know what? I've always been partial to Yoshi. He was
Yoshi.
By far
Yoshi's
my
cool.
favorite. Even like when I'm like, I mean, obviously Mario. He's the first character I ever played. I never played Kirby up until I got a little older. But Yoshi I played obviously in Super Mario World and everything like that.
Shit
so he's huge
Yoshi.
for me. He was even my go-to character for Mario Kart and everything for a long time. But that said, Yoshi, Kirby has been my go-to character for Super Smash Brothers for years since the first one came out.
Right.
So I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Yoshi at the end of the day, but I don't think I'm going to be mad either way.
Yeah. Here's my thing: is you might hate me, but I've never played a Kirby game.
No, I
never played
I've
Kirby.
Played one, and I mean it's not big.
But I played, I played Super Mario with Yoshi. I played Yoshi's Island, and I just, in general, I have a fondness for Yoshi, down to even him being on the roof of the castle in Super Mario 64.
Did you actually do that when you had the game?
I did, and I love Yoshi. So for my vote here is Yoshi.
I don't think that Kirby has a shot.
It's not as one-sided. I mean, it is kind of one-sided, but it's not as like.
Somebody said he's a dinosaur. And that's the truth. He's a freaking dinosaur. That alone should give him the victory.
But Kirby can mimic every character he picks up.
Well, let's talk about like Andrew's whole shtick with the whole protagonist thing. Like,
they're both protagonists.
Do we know anything about like?
Yeah,
what
Kirby actually
Kirby
has
a hero.
If you want to talk about protagonists, Kirby actually has a mindset of he wants to do good, whereas Yoshi is just a pet animal that Mario can ride. Who's gotten a lot more popular over the years. So realistically, if you want to go that end,
I want to know Kirby's storyline.
Yeah, I don't really know the specifics of either, but the results are of round number one.
Yeah,
Yoshi with 72%.
I'm glad to see that Kirby got votes. But
all right, so before we start,
I have no idea what the next ones are.
Round two. Let's give Yoshi the vote here, and do a quick reminder that we are doing this show every single week. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming dedicated talk show. If you like what we're doing at any point, please hit that heart button live from PlayStation, bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Your name will pop up on the TV. We'll shout you out. Our most recent follow was from Dr. Zune. Appreciate it. Also, follow us on all the other channels located on the sign on the bottom of the screen there. Twitter, YouTube, Patreon. It's the best way to support our network, and we even have a t-shirt shop that you can check out on that sign. All right, so now we have to go to the brackets.
Yes.
And there's no longer going to be video because obviously we didn't know where this was going to go at this point. And it's going to go a lot quicker now. We're just going to fly through. So first up is going to be Link
versus Jack and Daxter.
Link versus Jack and Daxter. I need to put this in the chat.
I'm going to have to go with, again, I didn't play Jack and Daxter. I don't give a shit about them at all, and Link is the hero of time.
Yeah, I agree. We're also getting some follows there. They're about to pop up. Who was that?
PR Darkfire.
Thank you, PR Darkfire. Really appreciate the follow. And I think another one's about to pop up too. But first, let's get this in there. No, not Jam and Dadder. Thank you, autocorrect.
Jam and Dadder.
Jam and Dadder. Jack and Daxter. Get it right.
Mario is an abusive douche.
All right, there you go. Link versus
there you go.
Jack and Daxter. Who do you vote for? Yeah, Link. I gotta say, I love Jack and Daxter. You know how much I love.
I have no problem with them. Just because I didn't play them doesn't mean I have anything against them. Even if I did play them, I can't see me going with. Yeah, that would just make it easier. That way I can go through and.
Yeah, that way I don't have to look at the tiny little screen. Yeah, Link is just. We already said it, but Link is a very important Nintendo character.
Right.
And just a great character in general. He doesn't need a voice to have a story that's so great. Like, and I love that Link is not just one character. He's this incarnation of so many different heroes, of time, of wind, of whatever. I love that about Link, and that's kind of where I hope they take Kratos. I want Kratos to not be what he was in 1 through 3, and in this next one to be a new incarnation of Kratos, like a different mythology, maybe a female version of Kratos. I think that would be really
not
cool.
A piece of shit.
Not a piece of shit. Pretty much. Yeah. All right, let's see if it's even close. Oh my god. There's only been one vote so far. What's that all about?
Guys, are you voting? Make sure you guys go in and vote. I don't think you guys are hitting
Why
the
is
buttons.
nobody voting correctly? That's weird, because they knew how to do it all earlier. You guys aren't voting correctly. Why? Do I need to reset this or something? Because clearly these guys would know what to do.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to reset it. There must be something wrong.
Well, that sucks.
All right, let's try again. We got to start this fresh here. Something went wrong there.
Give them time to catch up.
Yeah. Hold on one sec, guys. Your votes are not... Only one person's vote went in, which is weird. Why did one person's vote count and nobody else's is? All right, this sucks. I have to type this whole thing in again.
Oh, he's like a bobblehead.
Which one? Yeah.
BB.
Not Jam, damn you. Jack. Jack and Daxter. Thank you. All right, almost there. Hold on.
Oh, check that out. You got a Kylo Ren bobblehead, too.
Yes, I do. That came from Johnny Poolside.
Nice.
All right, let's try this again. Let's see if that works. Link versus Jack and Daxter. Please try voting again because it did not work the first time.
Team Greg ruined it again.
Team Greg?
You.
Oh, me? No.
I guess.
Play ruined it. Damn you. Jim and Daster.
Jim and Daster.
All right, Crazy K Gaming works, so hopefully that means everything's going to work now.
Cool. Guys, vote again.
There we go. They're working.
Sweet. There it is. Those are the votes that I wanted to see.
There we go. Wow. They were clearly waiting to vote there. Wow. A lot of votes coming in very quickly.
I'm happy to see them, though.
It's going, it's not
going where I wanted it
close,
to be.
but it's at least people are going on both sides of it.
I'm just going to write it in now because I think it's...
Yeah, you know what it's going to be. All right, that's enough. I think we know what it's going to be. All right, actually, got a little close there. It's getting closer.
Guys, if you're voting for Link, do it now. Hints.
It got close at the end there, but it seems like it's going to
yeah.
be... Here are the results of Link versus Jack and Daxter. Link is the winner with 60%. I want to say 60% of the votes. All right, next up, who is the next battle, Mike?
All right, next we have Samus versus Sonic.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
We're getting into the good stuff now. We got rid of some of the outliers, the lesser ones, and now we're getting to the good stuff.
Yeah.
Samus versus Sonic. Who wins?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, at the end of the day, either vote's going to upset a bunch of people.
Yep, probably.
A lot of these are, I think. I don't know who I would choose.
Also, thank you to Krazer1 and Cornhusky Hurley for the follows. Really appreciate those. Keep them coming, guys. Hit that heart button.
Who would
live
you
from
vote for
PlayStation. I would vote for Samus.
Yeah.
Here. I just feel like she's the first strong female protagonist, and that gives her a lot of importance.
I mean, I think she's a better hero in general. I like Sonic. He's witty. He's fun.
Yeah.
And I enjoy Sonic. But I agree. Like going.
Who was the better games?
Well, that's the thing. To me personally, I enjoyed Sonic games for nostalgia's sake. So there's a big thing for me with that.
This is a close one, so I'm going to let it go a little longer. And I'm going to put in the bracket that who was the first winner? It was Link.
It was Link.
So Link was the winner of the first battle. This one's pretty close, so keep the votes coming. And it is literally tied right now. It is tied. This is what I want to see. I like strong battles. I personally would vote for Samus. Sonic's first 3 games are great. But I feel like him not having a great game in 10 years is
that's the problem. Is that at the end of the day, it hasn't done very well for him.
Damn, it is tied. It is tied.
We need a couple more votes, guys.
Let's see if we can give one way or the other. I might have to just go with the next vote here.
Next vote's gonna count.
Does it light up?
Yeah. It lights up.
Getting bored in.
No, I just
All right, there we go.
It's still tied according to this. Must have been one for each there.
All right, guys, vote.
Vote. We need one more.
We need one more vote, guys.
That doesn't count. Tobes. Noble Metal Gamer.
Figure it out. Hit interact.
Who's going to win? The moment I see a change from 50-50, I'm clicking show results.
What in the world is this?
Come on, somebody. We can't have a tie. There it is.
Thank you, Derek. You slow son of a bitch.
And the winner is...
Wow.
By barely
a second.
Samus with 52% of the votes.
Derek, you almost messed everything up. I'm just going to put it out there.
That was close. That was a super close one.
And Derek, I do replay Sonic. I love it. I have it for the PS3. I go back to it every once in a while.
All right, Samus is the winner. The next battle is
Mario versus Lara Croft.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm gonna get some more agua.
Mario
Can you get me some too?
versus Lara Croft.
Thanks, bud.
Go ahead, guys. Vote. Mario versus Lara Croft.
To me, this is a clear-cut answer.
Mario.
I'm not even going... It sucks that she gets put up against this, but to me, he's a juggernaut.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody... To me,
He's
I
going
could be
to the
okay
final
with this.
round,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I would be okay with him winning.
If I were to guess right now, the final round will be Mario versus Link.
No.
No?
No. I think you very well underestimate people's...
PlayStation allegiance.
PlayStation allegiance and trendiness with voting for Ellie.
That's true.
And Nathan Drake.
Now, Ellie didn't even win that strongly against, who was it?
It was, well, that's because it was Ellie versus Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank? I mean, God, that's the PlayStation
Yeah, but you have some
mascot
people
right there.
that played those games are very loyal.
I don't know. I think Ellie only winning by 20% there means I don't think she'll
But I
go
think
to the very
Nathan
end.
Drake would be...
Nathan Drake is going to go far, yeah.
Also up there.
Yeah, Nathan Drake's going to go very far. This battle is...
over.
Not as close, as far apart as I thought it would be.
No.
But it's also not close.
We'll give you guys
either.
another second. Get your votes in, your last few.
Did I spell something wrong?
Yeah, Lara
Oh,
Croft.
Crot. This is Crot. Sorry.
Lara Croft.
Lara Crot.
Thanks.
All right. Votes
Spell
are in.
check.
Enough. And the winner is, as we expected, Mario with 68% of the vote.
Nice.
Not
I'm good with that.
super far apart.
Not a huge lead, but
it actually went
enough.
to 60% at the end there.
Cool with that.
Yeah, so let me put that in real quick. Mario is the winner. Next up.
one is going to be interesting. It is Snake versus Tifa.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
What are you going with, Andrew? Because I know you're probably...
I think I have to go with Solid Snake.
Yeah?
I love Tifa, but Solid Snake is more important to me. I'm actually more of an Aeris person than Tifa. Sorry, Strife Girl. I know you're a Tifa. Sorry, Tifa. Don't... It's not FIFA. Tifa. Thank you.
Surgeon Derbidur.
Surgeon Derbidur. Solid Snake versus Tifa. Get your votes in now.
Thanks, man.
Screw this shit, says DFN.
Oh, holy crap. Did anybody get really cold?
Yeah, it's a little cooler now.
Yeah, once the heat went off. Oh. All right, looks like so far it's pretty
Pretty
landslide.
one-sided, yeah.
Well, surprised. I actually thought it'd be closer than that.
No, I didn't. I mean, it's. I feel like this is a
All
good
right, it's getting a
answer.
little closer.
If he's gonna be out, I mean, here's my thing. If he's gonna be out Dante, there's no reason that he's not gonna beat this one.
Yeah, I agree.
He's much better of a hero than Tifa was. No offense to Tifa, but he was just he was the overarching.
Tifa making a little bit of a comeback here at the end. But is it enough?
Solid Snake has solid in the name.
It's true.
It's a solid character.
Yeah, but man, Tifa had some assets.
Dude, why did I know you were gonna talk about her boobs? Immediately, as soon as you open your mouth, like he's gonna go right through her boobs.
Solid Snake does win though with 64% of the vote. It went to 38% with Tifa at the end, but either way, Solid Snake does win.
Nice.
What a
that
name.
battle. It's a great one.
Snake. What a name.
All right, next up is
Cloud versus Ellie.
Ooh. This one could upset me. This one could upset me.
You didn't plan this very well for yourself.
Well, it all depends on who wins. I mean,
some deep cuts in this, man.
Cloud is going to spank
I mean,
Ellie.
dude, there's no contest.
Cloud 100% for me. But
I love Ellie. I think she's great. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she should have won the first round. No offense to anybody that likes her. But there's no reason that she should win this one at all whatsoever. She's great, but there's no way that she could compare to the hero that Cloud.
Yeah, Cloud is just that's an iconic.
They both went through shit and evolved, but Cloud definitely evolved in a completely different way.
Yep.
And as much as you might like Ellie, Cloud is going to destroy her.
Yeah.
She couldn't even pick up Cloud's sword.
No, she could not. Honestly, I don't know how Cloud picks up his sword, but it doesn't make any sense. Really.
It does, man. Games,
you know. A lot of votes coming in. Give it another second here.
Yay!
Man, thank you to Real Sick Shady 89 for the follow. That's a good name. You heading out?
No, he's putting his jacket on.
Oh, you getting cold? Yeah. All right, and the results are what I wanted them to be.
Yep.
Cloud Strife with 66% of the votes. Not super far.
No, it wasn't as far apart as I was hoping it would be, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, Cloud wins. That's what matters. Cloud wins. Next up, who is the battle?
You accidentally voted for not Cloud Strife. Mega Man versus Nathan Drake.
Ooh.
Yeah. Realistically, this should be a tough one. Sadly, for who's watching and who's voting, it's not going to be. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think this one will be close, but it should be.
What was the percentage for Cloud?
66%. 2/3. Mega Man versus Nathan Drake.
What?
Very, very express.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. We got Mega Man versus Nathan Drake. Both great characters. Both great characters, but
have you been to the Michael Kors shop over?
This is different than I think you're expecting, Mike.
Great. Yeah.
This is different than I think you're expecting.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised.
It's interesting.
Going in a different way than I expected. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I'm surprised. It's not.
So far, a lot of Mega Man showing up there.
It's more Mega Man right now. Mega Man's
a lot of Mega Man's popping in.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's give it another minute here, another 30 seconds or so. See if it changes at all in direction. But right now, it's not. Looks like it's wrapping up.
I'm actually okay with this.
Very interesting.
I thought Nathan Drake was going to be in the final round. I did not think it was going to be Mega Man in the end.
No, I thought Nathan Drake was going all the way to the end. All right, I think we have some Joel sympathizers that are upset.
I'm okay with
that
this.
Are now voting for Mega Man is what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
All right, and the results are
Mega Drake.
No, it's Mega Man with 58% of the vote.
Damn.
Pretty close with the 56% at the end, but still
I'm sorry.
Mega Man took it.
I skipped one.
What's wrong?
I skipped a vote.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Mega Man wins that one. And Mike's messing everything up.
Sorry, I was...
All right, what's the one you missed?
This is the one I hate. Cole versus Sora.
Cole McGrath versus Sora. Hold on, I'll put it in.
Cole.
God, I don't know, man.
I would vote Sora here, myself.
I love that nickname, by the way. Coltrane.
Coltrane? I think that's from Gears of War.
Yeah, that's Gears of War.
I would vote Sora here. I love Sora. I love Kingdom Hearts in general. I like Kingdom Hearts more than I like Infamous. I like Sora. He's a great character. Love the Keyblade. He completely...
Bradley, you better watch your fucking mouth.
He completely personifies
Sora,
like the hero, like the happy
hero,
like pure of hearts,
yeah.
He's such a...
Well, I mean, obviously pure of heart, yeah.
Yeah, he's totally pure of heart. I love Sora.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm not gonna be happy with either one.
This is a tough one. This is tough, but I would have to say Sora. It's close enough that things could change. Keep voting, guys. Keep voting. Getting a lot of Soras, but we have plenty of Cole McGrath too. Save the knockers? What? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hear knockers, I think of something else. Getting some Coles coming in there at the end.
Yeah.
It's getting closer. Oh, there's Sora coming back.
I don't know, man.
This is interesting.
I don't know.
It's still relatively close. I'm going to give it a little longer.
Because we're getting votes from both sides.
Oh, God, it's getting closer.
Oh, God.
It's getting close. Keep them coming, guys. Keep the votes coming. Sora versus Cole McGrath.
Make sure you're hitting interact.
Of course, being from Infamous. Sora being from Kingdom Hearts. Looks like it. Yeah, I think it stopped. So
I love that clown shoes.
Effing clown shoes.
When somebody holds something.
All right, I'm calling it.
Oh man!
And the winner is
Sora.
By a slim margin, but the winner is Sora with 54% of the vote. Just 2 votes ahead of Cole McGrath.
I'm going to say right now, looking over this, you are going to hate the next round. All of you, every single one of you.
Bullshit.
This is the point. It's got to get tough. That's the whole point. All right, the final battle of round 2. What is it, Mike?
Fox McCloud versus Yoshi.
Oh, Fox, easy.
No, I think wrong. I think Yoshi.
Come on.
If we're talking about here, I'll put it this way,
guys.
If we're talking about Super Smash Brothers rules, Yoshi could eat Fox poop him out into an egg, and then take his powers. So, there's that.
There's that. Clearly, the defining factor here is who would win in Super Smash Brothers. All right, it is Fox McCloud versus Yoshi, the final battle of round 2. It's going to start moving really quickly after this.
Come on, guys. Fox, come on.
Let's try and get the show done by 1 o'clock.
I think next year we're going to have to put a timer up.
Timer up? I mean, these are moving pretty quick. We're doing like 45 seconds of battle now, which is what I figured would happen.
Wow. I want to know what the votes are right now.
We just took a little long on some of our earlier. We were supposed to start the Level Up Bowl by 11:15, and we didn't start until 11:35. So
it's fine.
We would have been on time otherwise. It's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm happy with the votes right now, though.
It's pretty close. Keep them coming, guys. Give it another 5 seconds here. It's not close enough that I think I'm going to let it go out further.
This is hell, said Rick.
Thank you, Ice Hot Coffee, for the follow. Really appreciate it. And the results are... Yoshi! With 61% of the vote. And that wraps up round number 2.
Guys, you're going to hate this round.
Of the Level Up Bowl. We're about to move into round 3, so let me take this as a moment to remind you all that the Level Up Show is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you like what we're doing right now, please hit that heart button live from PlayStation, bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Iced Hot Coffee just followed us. Thank you so much. Keep them coming, guys. We will shout you out. The next battle is...
It's Link versus Samus.
This is what I'm talking about. This is where we get into the tough stuff. I still have to say Link.
Yeah, Link is...
Oh, no, man.
Samus went this far for me because she's such a strong female character and one of the first of that. But Link is... That's the Legend of Zelda. Like, it's just... I don't know. It's just... That has a lot of importance to me. So I have to go with that. Racer X, thank you for the follow. What do you think? Are you going for Samus?
I don't know. Samus is a beast, man.
Yeah.
She went without her armor on the sheer fact that she didn't agree with the way things were going.
That's like two different Samuses to me, almost.
She gave
you
up
got
all
Zero
her
Suit
power.
Samus, and you got regular Samus.
Well, no, I mean, the suit is what she wears,
yeah, I know.
but she was going against it because she wasn't like how she was being used.
It's close. It's very close.
But Link... Here's the problem: is Link has multiple personality disorder.
Yes, he does.
So
he becomes a different person in every game.
So I mean, he has some mental issues that he needs to deal with. Wow,
it's close. Yeah.
I know.
It's very close.
It's gonna be. I'm happy and unhappy with either way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight either way, but I definitely. It's not really even a decision for me, like a tough one. I would go with Link on this case. All right, I'm gonna give it another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's not close enough.
There is another one.
I don't think it's close enough, though, that it would have mattered.
Yep.
It was a few votes. So the winner is Link by 2 votes with 53%. Samus gave it a good fight.
Wow.
Nice. I like to see that we're getting more and more people voting now as the time went on.
Yeah, definitely. People figured it out. So Link wins. Next up... Oh, it went to 50 at the end, 50% by the end. People voting.
Oh, it sucks.
Wow.
Guys, gotta be quicker.
Gotta be
if
faster.
You want these votes in as soon as you see it pop up, hit the interact button.
Yep.
All right, next one we have Mario versus Solid Snake.
Holy crap.
Dude, your face is so defeated.
That's like championship
yeah, that's like
right
for
there.
Drew, that's like a gut punch.
That is a gut punch for sure. I would vote for Solid Snake just for my love for that character, but I know that I have a feeling Mario's going to win.
I think Mario's going to win. I don't know, actually, man. I don't know.
This could go both ways, but I don't know.
If you got a lot of...
When I created this tournament, I thought Mario would go to the final round.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I'm wrong.
That's like overrated.
Sorry, Dark Rundis. It's the way it goes.
I don't know, man. I mean, Mario has the nostalgia factor, but
it's close.
Solid Snake. I know. I'm watching it.
It's literally going back and forth right now.
Guys, your vote counts. Hit interact now.
Very much count on this one, guys.
Thank you, the Wolfie.
You got to let this go for like a solid 30 seconds once it the votes stop coming in.
Yeah, I'm going to wait and see. Vanzini, thank you for the follow as well. It's literally 50-50 right now, so...
Yeah. Thank you,
It is crazy. This one is literally going back and forth 4 times now. Wow, this is all over.
It just went over again. That's crazy.
You gotta give it like 20 seconds now. At least.
Yeah, it's within 3 votes right now, guys. So
hold up, Brad. Snake can hide in a box. Okay, Mario can hide in a pipe.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I don't get what the difference is.
Giving it 10 seconds. 10, 9.
Yeah, vote and hit interact
8,
now.
There's another one.
7, 6, 5.
Guys, it's close. Hurry up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no!
Yes! Yes! Solid Snake with 53% of the votes, winning by just 2 votes.
Oh, that happened at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the other way too.
Solid Snake came out on top at the very end.
Oh my god, I don't know.
I can't believe Mario just got knocked out.
I'm shocked.
That's insane.
I'm shocked. Solid Snake taking it at the end.
Woo!
Wow.
Dang.
That's crazy. All right, next battle.
Unbelievable.
I want to leave right now. You're going. You thought that was bad?
Go ahead, tell me.
Cloud versus Sora.
Sora's two great
Dunzo,
RPG protagonists right there.
I feel like this would have been your final round if you had everything go your way.
I think Cloud versus Solid Snake would be my final round.
Really?
Yeah.
Over Sora?
I would put Solid Snake above Sora for me. Yeah,
really?
Personally. Yeah.
Cloud's gonna win this. They're the same character.
I would vote for Cloud here. Yeah.
They're the same character, only Cloud's more of a badass.
No, they're very different. Sora is, as
different.
we said, so pure of heart. Cloud is a little bit more edgy and.
They come
pretty
from
one-sided one right now, I think, though.
Yeah, so far. Yeah, this one's not close so far at all. We might be able to just call this one in like 5 seconds.
It's getting more votes, but it's pretty clear.
I'm just going to give this another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8.
Strife Girl, hurry up and make your decision.
6, 5, 9. I'm not even going to wait. It's done. It's not even close. The winner is
Cloud Strife.
Cloud Strife with 78% of the vote. Went very quick there. That one. Congrats,
guys. We're
Cloud
serious.
Strife.
You better vote right away.
Sora just got destroyed.
Yeah, Sora got manhandled, which is surprising considering
We should give them
Sora
a little bit
went
more
so
because
far.
some people are just not voting because they don't know which one they want.
That one wouldn't have turned. I guarantee that one wouldn't have turned.
I don't know,
was,
man. That
was like 10 votes ahead for Cloud.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, next up.
Next we have Mega Man versus Yoshi.
Okay.
This is another really weird, obscure one.
Yeah.
This one could go either way, actually, I think. But I think it'll go to Mega Man.
These are like the top 10 players in the tennis tournament that just don't really matter. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of just they're skating through.
Right, they just happen to be matched up with like really bad players.
Yeah, they're just skating through, getting lucky. A good draw. They found themselves a good draw.
Who would you vote for here? I would probably say Mega Man. Yeah.
I mean, again, Yoshi. No offense, I love Yoshi, and like I said, he's probably my favorite. One of my favorite like secondary Nintendo characters, but that's the problem. He's secondary.
I feel like Mega Man just in general has the better games, and that's what it comes down to at the end.
It's pretty
for this
universal
one for
right
now. This one's not very
these two
close
characters
either.
had a good draw.
We'll give another 5 seconds. This one's not very close either. And we have most of our votes in already. There's already 25 votes in.
All right, yeah, we call it because we've only gotten to 28 votes before.
So the winner is, not too surprised, Mega Man with 75% of
yeah, look at that. There's no way we haven't had enough people voting to even balance that out.
Yeah, that one wasn't going to change.
That was never changed.
All right, that is the end of round number 3, which means I'm going to take this opportunity to say, no, this is the final 4, right?
These are the semifinals.
This is the semifinals.
No, that was it.
Yeah, these are the semifinals. That battle,
Oh,
and then we have one more battle after that. Round number 4. Guys, this is a Level Up Show, gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday. Hit that follow button right now if you like what we're doing. It's at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. We will, of course, shout you out. This is the Level Up Bowl for greatest gaming protagonists of all time. Moving on to the Final 4. Was the first battle in the Final 4.
Link versus Snake.
Oh, man.
I think I might be screwed here. I think this is going to be closer than you're thinking, though.
It just got serious.
I don't know, man. I feel like... Yeah, I feel like this is going to be pretty close to the 50-50.
This one's going to be close, I think, but I could be wrong. This is tough. I think I would probably say Solid Snake for myself, but I totally understand Link in this situation. Link is just a very important character.
Link isn't as big to me as a lot of it is for a lot of other people. I think Solid Snake would definitely kick ass.
It's 50-50 right now, so this one's going to be close.
You gotta let
every
us,
vote counts. Make sure you hit interact the vote. Don't just write it in.
Let us go like an extra 30
nice.
seconds, Angie.
We're glad that we can see the vote, but
there's 22 votes already, so there's probably not going to be too many more. I don't think.
You gotta let it go.
You gotta let it go. It's close. It's within 2 votes right now of each other,
There's
guys.
2 more right there.
Within 2 votes of each other. Still within 2 votes.
Pretty
of each other.
much, dude. The final 4 is Smash Brothers just with voting.
It's pretty much.
No, seriously, look at the roster.
Yep.
There's another one,
Yep.
another 2, another 3, another 4.
It's within 2 votes still within 2 votes. We have 28 votes though, so that might be it.
Let go for a second, guys. Make sure you hit if you want to vote. Get it in. You have another couple seconds.
I'm gonna say 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is
nuts, man.
It's close, but Solid Snake with 55%.
Oh my God.
I'm very surprised. Very, very surprised.
Wow, I cannot believe.
I thought it was going to come down to Link versus Mario at the very end.
Yeah, so did I.
That's what I thought it would be.
Unbelievable.
Solid Snake going to the final round. This is what determines the final round here. So that Solid Snake is in the final round. And who's the second battle?
Cloud.
Yep.
Versus Mega Man.
Ooh, Mega Man's been doing so much better than I was expecting.
I never would have guessed
I'm kind
this
of
is the
nervous.
End of Mega Man. Nah,
I'm kind of nervous. Mega Man's been doing super well.
Personally, I'm going to go with Cloud.
Yeah.
I love Mega Man.
I think Mega Man.
What's crazy is I think we're getting my final round that I wanted. Cloud Strife versus.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
we are. I didn't even think
that's
about
where
that.
I thought it was going.
You guys clearly have the same taste that I do, I guess.
I think Mega Man's another one who kind of like.
Right now it's 50-50.
I was going to say it's 50-50.
It's 50-50 right now, so we'll see.
Wow.
Cloud Strife versus Mega Man.
So you gotta put it this way. I mean, Mega Man's great, but think of it let's go as far as games go overall. The last few games from Mega Man have been pretty crappy. Hell, they even tried to reimagine it.
And it's not working.
It's not working. It's been delayed however many times. Whereas Cloud is getting a full-on remake in full 3D, and it looks godly beautiful.
In 3D? They're making this game in 3D? Or
Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yeah, it's full 3D, yeah.
It's the full
3D world,
like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. I never mind. I thought you meant like 3D glasses.
Ooh, it's getting close at the end here.
No!
We got 26.
Stop it!
We got 26 votes.
Hurry up.
It's
interact.
within 5
seconds.
right now, so I don't think it's going to change.
No. Guys,
It's
make sure you
within
interact
4.
the
It's
vote.
within 4 votes of each other. So keep voting, guys. I'll give it another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is Cloud Strife with 59% of the vote. We are getting my final round, which
This is so
makes
weird.
it so tough. Oh, man. Cloud Strife going to the final round.
So weird. I never would have guessed this at the beginning of the week.
So if you guys haven't pieced it together yet, the final round is
Solid Snake versus Cloud Strife. That's definitely a rough one. This is so weird though. I never would have guessed this.
Strife Girl is gonna be so upset if he loses.
And Blessed said, why is it so tough? It's because, I mean, for Drew it's really tough because it's 2 of his favorite characters in gaming of all time. So there's, I mean, you gotta remember, put it in our, there's a lot of people on this list that I don't really care about. You know, I'm thinking of it in perspective of other players and everything like that, so we're gonna ask you to think of it in that way too. You know, just because it might not be hard for you, dude, there's a lot of people in here that have a huge love and passion for these characters, so that's why it's tough. For Drew, tough. 2 of his favorite games of all time. Actually, probably your 2 favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know what I would.
I think those are your top 2, actually.
Yeah, these are my top 2 favorite series of all time. Final Fantasy and Metal Gear Solid.
I think 3 would probably be Mario, right?
If we were going favorite series, it would probably be
Final
Fantasy VII. Chrono. That's the top. Chrono is there, but there's only 2 games in the Chrono series, so it's kind of tough. Yeah, these are my top 2 series right here: Final Fantasy and Metal Gear Solid.
Yep.
It's very close right now.
You gotta let it go. Man.
It's a close. It's a close fight.
What time is it?
It is. It's almost 1 o'clock. We're ending pretty much right where I thought we would.
Jesus Christmas.
Oh man, I don't know. I think I would. I don't know what I would choose here. I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you, dude.
I don't know what I would choose.
Guys, make sure you vote. How many votes do we have?
We have 29 votes, the most we've ever had.
Right.
It is pretty close right now. It's within 3 votes of each other. So if there's anybody who hasn't voted, now's the time to vote. I think I would personally I would have to go with Cloud Strife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, let's take it as far because this is something you haven't done. You haven't done as far as who would win in a battle. That's something you haven't.
Cloud would win in a battle, but we're getting fantasy versus reality here for the most part. Metal Gear is more grounded.
I get that.
Oh well, another one.
But Final Fantasy 7 is my favorite game of all time. It has a lot of importance to me.
Right. So not only is the genre your favorite, but it's your favorite game in the genre.
Yeah. Yes.
Or in the series, I should say, not the genre.
I don't think it's close enough that we want to wait it out though.
No.
All right, we have 31 votes, which was the most we've had in the night. So I'm going to call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner of the 2nd annual Level Up Bowl, Cloud Strife versus Solid Snake.
Solid Snake, for you, man. Solid Snake
wins with 58% of the vote. Solid Snake is the greatest gaming protagonist of all time, according to the Level Up Show community.
Ever guess that to happen?
That's not what I expected.
The Strife girl's gonna be so upset.
Yes, I'm sure she is.
There's gonna be a lot of people that are upset right now.
Solid Snake.
I'm gonna take a picture and send
is the winner.
Greg and me.
Oh my god!
I'm very surprised. I didn't think Solid Snake and Cloud Strife would be the final round. That's my final round. I never thought you guys would have created my final round. I thought it would be Mario versus Link or something like that.
Yeah, I had to disagree with that. I would have gone with Cloud myself.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. It's really, honestly, very tough for me to decide that. But if I had to, gun to my head, I would have said Cloud. And that is it, guys. That is the 2nd annual Level Up Bowl wrapped up.
I can't even see it.
We'll close off the night with our special thanks, of course. Let's get to that right now. Of course, we get many follows. We have subs, patrons. So a special thanks go out to our subscribers who are the 9 Fox, Greg Verga, Johnny Poolside, DeLone Gunman, Mr. Rager 909, Muthi, the Level Up Host Drew, Bass023S, Tobes 29340, and Vantera. We also have our patrons, Pusfilled Scab, Mr. Rager 909, Tyspin, BMC Music, TX Puck, DragonCon, Blakey 1888, Mark Conklin, Alex Bustos 98, Lionhammer, Tobes T9340, and Ginkgo Swag. And finally, our moderators, who are Pusfilled Scab, the 9 Fox, TX Puck, GFN 2112, Ghost Games, and Guitar Freak 12345. We appreciate every single one of you, and let's go through our follows. There's one right there. Jojo, thank you for the follow. We had about $10 tonight. Thank you to Vanzini, The Wolf Yee, Racer X, Iced Hot Coffee, Real Six Shady, Corn Husky Hurley, PR Darkfire, Krazer, Dr. Zune, TP, etc., Shooty, Alejandro, and Reapy Games. We also had a donation from Dan Henry, $10. Thank you so much for that. And we also had a patronage from Tempest. Thank you so much for your patronage. Really appreciate that. That is the best way to support our network, guys. Donate or go to patreon.com/levelupnetwork and do a monthly donation and get perks in return, such as early access to Power Up. That is our YouTube exclusive show done by Dean and Greg on every Saturday. It's about comic books and superheroes. You can get that 5 days early if you are a patron. You got Twitter at the Level Up Network, level spelled LVL. If you want to tweet at us, keep track of what we're doing. You can be an on-the-spot question for next week. Just tweet at us with hashtag on the spot and a hard-hitting question. And then, of course, follow us right here on twitch.tv/The Level Up Show if you like what we're doing, because we're on all week long with gaming talk shows and game streams. Mondays are typically Greg.
Yeah.
Tuesdays are typically Mike. Wednesdays are Level Up Direct. It only does PlayStation, Level Up Hangout, whatever comes that week. Thursday, I'll do Level Up Quick Play. And then, of course, Sunday is the Level Up Show proper. That's going to wrap up tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get out of here with the outro, of course, as we always do. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. All right. Level up, guys. That was a weak high five on both
Because this
parts.
asshole, he's like,
Elbow. Snap hands. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you throughout the week. Until next time, take care. And as always, don't forget to level up.
And level down.
Nope. Get out.